unmute myself. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Spring 2022 Draw Show. My name is Gurf, and I'm joined here by my co-host Salt Spreader and Overcomer. How are you boys doing tonight?
Well, tonight's going to be a fun one, get to find out where we're all placed, where everyone gets to go, and, Victorious inaugural season. It's going to be really, really fun to see where things roll, and maybe see some returning faces. We'll find out tonight.
How about you, Overcomer? What are you most excited about tonight?
Honestly, I think I just want to see, the hype where these teams fall, because I definitely see a lot of new faces in these leagues. So it's going to be interesting to see, break down all these teams and the hype that's built around these teams because, for a lot of people, it's their first time with this split. And so it's seeing where they fall kind of determines almost you create power rankings for these splits, right? And within these groups. So these groups are a huge impact on what these teams face for the regular season.
Absolutely. And we're going to take you guys through the groups real quick before we do get started, just so we can get a look at what is coming up. As you can see on our left-hand side of the screen, there is an agenda for tonight. So we will be starting with VRS Valorant, moving on to VLS. After the Valorant leagues are complete, we're going to be moving through the League of Legends League. So VAS, VRS LOL, and then finally ending with our VTS League. Each of them have a little bit of a different setup, but we'll explain what's going on throughout the night. Again, there are some sister teams as well that we're going to be looking out for. So again, we are seeding in a way that sister teams cannot seed into each other. There is going to be one exception when we get to VTS later tonight, but I will go over that again. So let's take a peek at what we're seeing here before we get going for our leagues. So first of all, on the docket is going to be Victorious Rival Series, the Valorant League. 12 teams for a total of 2 groups of 6. After that, we are going to have our Victorious Legends Series, so our upper Valorant League. This is going to have 2 groups of 8, total of 16 teams. That's our 2 Valorant leagues. After that, moving into the League of Legends, as we are going to have our Victorious Amateur Series with 3 groups of 8, total of 24 teams. Our second last draw of the night is going to be the biggest that we have here, our biggest league in all of Victorious. This is our Victorious Rival Series. 4 groups of 7 for a total of 28 teams. And finally, last but not least, our Grandmaster League of Legends League, the Victorious Triumph Series, with a total of 18 teams for 2 groups of 9. Oh boy. We're about to do some gaming this split. I have got a feeling there's a lot of stuff coming up, but we are going to get started with our first one, which is the Victorious Rival Series Valorant, because we got a lot of teams, we got a lot of leagues, and a lot to get through tonight. So, if you guys are ready, let's start this up. Salt Spread, are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Overcome, are you ready for this, buddy?
Let's do it.
All right, Twitch chat, I hope you're ready out there too. Players, I hope you are excited to see who you're going to be facing off against. Just a reminder too, as we get these groups organized, the master sheets will be getting organized over the next 24 hours. Same goes for roles as well too, so just be patient while our mods and admins and execs all are hands-on right now getting the stuff for your leagues ready to go for this week. So just save those questions for after the next 24 hours, but that will be getting organized throughout the night and into tomorrow. Anyways, without any further ado, we are ready to get started. VRS Valorant is number 1. So why don't we go ahead and bring out the Wheel of Destiny here to decide who is going to be selected first. In Group A, our first team being selected here for Victorious, guys. Okay. It's time to spin the wheel.
We need that drum roll.
Let's go, drum roll, and boom, here we are. First one of the night, first team of the night. I believe this is going to be our little, first of all, adorable logo, by the way. But this is going to be minorities on deck being chosen first. minorities on deck. So let's get their team logo up into Group A just like so. Lovely.
And this is a new team. I think a lot of these teams are going to be fairly new joining here in the VRS. Very, very fun to have. Love the logo, and I'm very excited to see how things roll out for them. Their abbreviation is MOD or MOD, so let's see how they do coming up in the split.
Time for our next draw here. Spin that wheel once again. Woof. Have to transition fast there, or else we'll lose things. Yeah, don't worry, it's coming, it's coming. There might be a couple hiccups along the way, but we're getting it working. Next, going into Group B. Again, seeding from group to group to group here is going to be... Dun, dun, dun. Just need a name real quick. Act Gaming. Act Gaming going into Group B.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be interesting to watch because, you know, you see all these new players coming to this new league. This is a brand new team, and so seeing where they're going to settle at the end of the day, it's going to be nice seeing their kind of first debut in Victorious.
Very much so. A lot of debuts coming in tonight, especially for some of the Valorant leagues, more specifically here. But you know, very excited to see how this new blood fares. There are a few returning faces here in the Valorant leagues, but so far none of them have been called up just yet.
Yep, and actually looking at that too, it is all but one team that is new to the VRS Valorant League, because we did have a couple shifts around in terms of switching from the LAS Valorant, LRS Valorant previously. But it'll be fun seeing all this new competition come in and actually having groups for this. But we are ready to go for team number 3. So I'm going to spin that wheel once again. And we are going to get who coming up? Bum, bum, bum. This is going to be none other than UST
Permafrost.
Permafrost. Thank you, Salt Spreader.
And they're going to get slotted in here into Group A along with minorities on deck. It's going to be interesting. I think that's a university team. I really do. I may be wrong. But, you know, any team like this, you know, usually got a little bit of money behind them. So I'm very excited to see how they do coming up. A little cat versus dog action there, you know. Gonna be fun.
Yeah, and it's definitely looking at like their roster too. You know, they're one of the teams that have more than 5 players, so being able to choose their players rosters week to week is going to be a big advantage for them as well.
Yeah, and we are ready to go. Just going to move a couple things around here, but yes, UST in Group A here. There we go. They're where they need to be, and we are going to spin this wheel once again. Let's see who's going next into Group B. It looks like it's Team Horizon.
Alrighty, so another team getting slotted into Group B, second one of the night. And again, a new team. Love their abbreviation. HRZN is actually really great. You know, very, very interesting. Gets rid of all the vowels and looks very, very clean. And gonna be a fun one, you know, as these groups do round out. There's one face that we have seen before, but a couple familiar logos if you've watched some of the some of the League of Legends scene here before Victorious.
Yeah, we've still got U Alberta that's on there. They're making a return as well. Trying to see a couple, and Orion, absolutely Orion is going to be back with us as well too. So I'm excited to see how they're going to slot in, how they're going to fare this season. But yeah, we'll talk about them a little bit more once they come up on the wheel, which is ready to go again. So next team going into Group A right now, and that's... Oh, I thought it was actually going to get close to to Orion there, but it is not Team Orion that's going to be going in. In fact, it is going to be Greed. Team Greed.
Short,
definitely like that logo.
Very to the point, and, you know, it's one of those things where you can hide the name of your team in the logo, too. Very, very fun work there done by the Greed team over there.
Very creative.
Yeah.
I just like it, the little, you know, integration of homunculus symbol there. I really, really do dig the logo.
Ouroboros.
Yep. Let's see it. Okay,
a little bit of a reference there.
Few FMA fans out in Twitch chat tonight potentially, but yeah, no, love to see it. Love to see some new teams, and of course bringing in some slick looking logos. You can't ask for anything more. But what I will ask for is the third team going into Group B. So let's spin this wheel and see who's next. Ooh, another newcomer coming in tonight. This is going to be Team Stop My Leg.
I mean, everyone here can agree with that name. You know? Everyone's experienced it at one point or another in their lives, be it Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, League of Legends, Valorant, everywhere. Every single game that is not single player, you will get it. Or even if it's single player, you know, gotta agree with their name there.
One thing that I've definitely noticed so far in Group B is that all their rosters are like very similar in size. It's like 5 or 6 players only. So that consistency of players when they get on stream as well, it's like watching this league is going to be so nice because you're going to get to like get familiar with these players because there's not going to be too much switching around with these teams.
Well, I mean, there's been lots of controversies with lag and, you know, which servers to play on with Valorant. Right? In League, we don't have that option. It's just you're playing on the enemy server.
NA Keck W. Right? That's about it.
There is a lot of variation that goes into those servers. So I've seen it. I get it. And that lag in Valorant can be pretty tough. But, guys, we're halfway through our first league already. We got 6 teams left to go. So flipping the table back to Group A right now. Let's spin this wheel and see who's going to be coming out next. It's the Energizer battery. No, it's not. It's Capacity. Coming out here.
Batteries hold some form of capacity. You know, very good logo there. Love it. Love it.
I do like the little variation of the blue and purple. But again, it's another new team. So a lot of these are going to be fresh faces, fresh action, fresh everything that you could potentially ask for here in an esports league. So again, a lot of unknown, but that's what makes this upcoming split so exciting.
Very true. New
right.
blood is always more fun to watch.
Honestly, I think streams are more fun because if you see the same like repetitive teams over and over again, it's like, okay, this team's probably going to win because they develop names for themselves.
Or this team's probably going to lose, you know.
yeah, exactly.
All I can ask for is some good, clean competition and a little bit of spicy banter. That's what we need to make this go. But, lads, 5 more teams spinning the wheel for our 4th team of Group B here. It's just narrowly gonna be our returning team, Orion, coming back in once again.
And we actually do have a little bit of information about Orion. This is their 3rd split here at first split in Victoris, but back in the Legends days, you know, they were here with us for about 2 splits before this one. This was their 3rd, and they did have a deep run, getting knocked out in semis last split. So they did make it pretty far.
Yeah, they've made playoffs pretty much every single time they've been in their Valorant league. I'm curious to see how they do this split because they have looked very strong in playoffs, but obviously it's almost double the teams we've got now. I think last split there were 6 teams in what was LAS Valorant, which is now VRS. This is going to be a huge mix-up for them, so I really want to see Orion hold on there and show, you know, being the veterans of this league, how much strength they've got.
Yeah, definitely going to see and what improvements they have from last split, making it, you know, let's see them kick through. Let's see them go for that final title. You know, get revenge for being knocked out last season.
I mean, this is the season to do it. Fresh starts, new league. Let's get
exactly.
New league, new me. But 4 teams, 2 per group. Let's see who's going next into Group A. It's looking like it's Team Spider here. Let's go. Group A, Team Spider.
Creepy Crawly joining in there on Team A. Cut a couple of quite a few animals there in Group A. You know, a dog, got a cat, got the snake of the Ouroboros, and none of them really like batteries. You know, it's not a good idea to eat them. So maybe Team Capacity is going to be the kryptonite of Group A. We shall see though.
That would make for an interesting headline.
Oh man, well, friendly neighborhood faces coming on in. It's going to be their first time in Victoris and their first time in the Valorant League here. So looking forward to having them here. But we still got 3 more teams, so second last for Group B here as we spin the wheel. third last time here. It's PGR. Team PGR.
Another new team joining the league once more. Don't really have an acronym, or sorry, a full version of the name to put to an acronym, but
I think the
PGR,
name is just PGR.
yeah, just PGR.
But
So
I do want
gonna
to
be
say
fun.
that logo is probably one of my favorites because it looks like they've drawn their players onto their logo.
yeah,
Little six figures with all their names above them. So definitely, I think the most creative logo out there is probably would go to that one in my opinion.
Love it.
But
Love it. And again, I like so creative sometimes these logos that come in. They can be sleek, they can be cool, but I love sometimes some of those meme ones that look just they got personality, and that's what I love to see. That's what makes them so classic. 2 more teams left to go. Again, we see one sleek and one with personality. Both of them very, very awesome looking logos, but it's U Alberta, and I believe, if I'm looking at my sheet right here,
by process of
V3.
elimination.
V3. V3. Just have to get the name, boys.
yeah.
Don't call me on it. Oh, no. All right. 50-50 shot here for who's going to be going into Group A. And then, of course, by default, the remaining team will be slotted into Group B. Let's spin this wheel and see who's going. It's going to be V3 getting
It's gonna
slotted
be the
in.
sloth.
A lot of
for
the animals.
personality. Animals and the battery. Very interesting how it's gonna go there in Group A.
If
Group
only,
A
if
for
only,
animals. Thank you, chat, for that one. That one's
if only
pretty.
we got a lion in Group B. So if that had been swapped with the battery, we'd have all animals for Group
All
A.
animals.
We were so close.
Too unfortunate.
With
But
that
the
being
battery's
said,
just as good.
U Alberta Nova is going to be slotted into Group B there. And with that being said, VRS Valorant is officially done and done. So here are
There
your
we go.
groups, VRS Valorant players. Make sure to look.
Take a screenshot if you need it.
Yeah, take a screenshot, come back to the VOD. Your master sheets will be getting organized over the next day or so, so please be patient while our teams work on that. But congratulations, best of luck to all of our teams in the VRS Valorant League this split as we get to see some groups going down. But I did want to talk a little bit about this league before we move on. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. EST for this game start, 7:45 p.m. EST if you want to be there for the pre-show. And that will be over on our Victorious GG2 channel. So make sure to go and hit that up with a follow if you haven't already. Oh, lots to do, lots to talk about. But that's exciting. That's exciting. So now back to the desk. We can take a breather for a second here as we got one out of the way. 4 more leagues to go, as you can see over to this way, this side of the camera. Here. So VLS is going to be coming up next. This is essentially the big sister to the VRS Valorant League. So that's what we kind of look here in stages. That there's a couple others. So VRS definitely taking a step up. I'm excited to see all the competition in. But VLS, I'm maybe a little bit biased because this is going to be the night that I'm on as well too. I'm so excited to see the fact that we have enough teams for groups and in a league where we're looking at Radiant Valorant players coming in here. Ooh. This is going to be some very clutch gaming coming in. There's no other way to describe it. It's going to be some good gaming coming in.
It's gonna be very fun though. It's gonna be very, very fun.
Well, I will get my actual wheel ready to go once again, because again, no time to waste here. We are a little ahead of schedule here, which is nice for once.
A little ahead of schedule.
This is a rarity. A rarity in my life here for production, but
production's on a rise. I'm telling you.
We're making
running
some
at 110% speed.
Big moves.
Giving her all she's got.
Whew, I am. We really are. But let's get this one going, guys. VLS Valorant League, a Radiant League with a total of 16 teams. Let's bring her up. Whew. Look at all these teams. Look at all these logos. Some sleek, some clean, some funny as hell, and I love it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
These are actually amazing.
Yeah, I think we could see the one in the leftmost column, second from the top there, staring at walls. Yeah, that's a fantastic. Few returning teams like Ottawa. We have Excelsior in, which is on the top row, third. That's actually going to be Fake Flashers coming back. So we'll talk about these teams as they come up throughout the night. But same deal as before. The Wheel of Destiny has been readied up here. And if we are ready to go, I am so excited. And of course, I think we were mentioning the animals there. So I hope that the Dynasty of Farm Animals, the little logo, the piggy with boots, ends up in Group A just for thematic purposes.
Oh, yes.
RNG gods, if you're listening to us, please make it happen. But it is in the hands of the wheel now, my friends. Let's get this going.
And then virtual eagles too, you know, got that little eagle hint in there. Throw that in for Group A.
We're gonna do it again. Let's see if it works out that way, boys.
Gotta work out that way.
Let's go.
Oh, the hype.
A first team getting in there, and this was actually the logo, one of the logos that made its way onto the front during the countdown there. This is gonna be Celestial Aim coming in as our first team selected going into Group A here in Victorious Legends Series.
And it's going to be one of those new teams once again. I think most of these teams are going to be pretty new, considering this is, I think, our first time doing a Radiant League here, right?
We've done a couple Radiant Leagues, but this is the biggest it's ever been, I think.
Biggest, yes.
Last split was 8 teams. We have doubled the size of this league. It is absolutely insane.
And, you know, hey, they have wings. They have wings, you know. Still carrying on the legacy just a little bit.
They got that slight characteristic trait, but yeah, it definitely looks like a lot of these teams for this league are all going to be very new as well.
Oh, I had a total goof. It is the first Radiant League we've done. Thank you, Flip Trick. Immortal capped ones was the LRS Valorant before, but Radiant coming. So you know what? At least I got the term right, but Radiant cap is. Well, it's uncapped, my friends. It is full go, so I'm very excited for that. Very excited. All right, team number 2, first team for Group B. Let's spin this wheel once again and see who we are about to get here. So, coming on up, we have CX. That is actually going to be, if we go on over to our table charts real quick, that is Team Cool Turkeys. Unfortunately, no logo. I was a little sad not to get the logo, but we make it work.
It's a little heartbreaking.
We adapt, we overcome, and...
Sign a petition, make a petition.
Yeah.
If they make playoffs, they should get a logo.
True.
Team Cool Turkeys, abbreviation CX. I believe another new team coming into the league and into Victorious.
Well, I mean... Sadly, their name has turkeys in it, and they're not in Group A. It's kind of unfortunate.
Oh, no.
But, you know, hey, the abbreviation CX.
CX. Well, it's a bowling term, right? The turkey with the X. I think that's what the X would be. Is like if you get 3 X's in bowling, it's the turkey. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That actually.
That's kind of big brain.
All right,
Thank
so
you,
we
Overcomer.
loopholed it.
All right. Next team for Group A, spinning this wheel once again. And in comes. Oh, we're gonna get it! It happens!
Yes!
It worked out, guys!
Let's go!
Dynasty of Farm Animals will be going in to Group A. Oh, it happened so soon, but I'm so happy that we got it.
Oh, the highlights and headlines for these splits are gonna be unmatchable so far to this date.
I'm just happy that they ended up in Group A, honestly. Let's go. Group of animals once again. There's a few more, but I mean, I'm just happy the pig made it. Little rain boots.
Honestly, yeah. I think the rain boots are my favorite part of that logo.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so cute.
Love it so much. But we are ready to go for our next team here, so let's get going. Second team of Group B, 2 out of 8. And it's going to be, I believe, the Fog Devils coming up. Ooh, I like that logo. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do like that one.
Very
I,
nice
I like
one.
that name too. That
Love
name
the colors.
got turkeys and frogs.
A very
Frog
sharp
devils.
looking logo there.
Frogs. No.
But-
Fog devils with turkeys.
I do believe it is another new team coming in here. So, again, get to see new faces, new talent, and potentially, I mean, who knows? Who knows what they could hold?
Fog Devils low-key using a hockey logo for Valorant. Thank you, Flip Trick.
Really?
I mean,
No, we don't say no. Nope. We move forward. Nah, they're
Oh,
good.
my.
They're good. Anyways, next team coming on up. Let's spin this wheel. Third one going into Group A. This is gonna be
Hey,
love.
let's go.
Love the meme ones. Love the meme ones. This is Team Staring
Hi.
at Walls.
This is me talking to my teammates in League and Valorant, or any multiplayer game, really. You know,
yeah. Talking to teammates when they're just what are you saying again?
or when they're 0-10. You know,
Yeah.
their opinion matters more. Honestly, let's be real.
Absolutely.
Case by case scenario, I'd say.
Oh, this will be fun. Again, another brand new team. What mysteries do they hold? What players and talent do they hold? We're gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to find out because that's gonna be one of the teams that I'm hosting for this upcoming split. So
Look at that. You get to know them on a personal level.
exactly. That's
Almost.
why I'm very excited to see where these groups are gonna go, especially some of the teams that I do know coming up. But let's see if we pull any of them here. Bring it back on over to the wheel. Third team for Group B is going to be... Oh, I really loved this logo when I saw it, but this is going to be Team... oh, wait a minute. Is this what the team I think it is? Quick check there for me. We're going to take
Let's
a quick
take-
check. Quick fact
Take a
check.
quick look-see here. Let's take a quick look-see
I
here.
believe it's Team Dragonclaw, but I don't want to make assumptions. No, it's Weber State. My apologies. Weber State has now
There
been
we go.
selected. Congratulations, Weber State. I do apologize for mixing up the names there. I saw the claws going through. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I know this team. I don't know this team. I've tricked myself.
You wanted to know the teams.
You're close
You're
enough.
You're that hyped for the league already.
Oh, I'm so hyped, guys. You have you have no idea. But all new players to our league, whole new team. Again, we're seeing lots of these new players coming in because this is the first time we've run a Radiant league, so that'll be fun to see how honestly cracked these teams are going to be. That's what I'm excited for. Next coming up though, Team 4 for Group A. Let's see who's it gonna be. Who is it gonna be? Oh, Radiant Rising has been selected for Group A.
I think that
Love
fits a
that
nice
logo.
theme. It fits a nice theme with the celestial aim as well, you know? Radiant, celestial, radiant inside a radiant league.
It's looking pretty clean, I do have to say. And again, a different RR coming in this time. It's been a couple splits, but I do believe this is an entirely new team. So again, welcome to the league, Radiant Rising. We look forward to your performance.
Very, very true. I mean, I'm expecting the best competition here. It's going to be really, really fun to watch. As a non-Valorant player, even.
Yep, definitely I'm in that boat. I'm not a Valorant player, but I think this league will be one that'll find my eyes watching more often than not.
Yeah,
I mean, gun goes pew. That's
Pretty much, yep.
you would think that. But honestly, with Valorant, now I'll talk about this more after this game, and especially after we're done this draw. But it's even more than just gun go pew. Especially at this level, these guys know where to be at every single moment. Know the gun placement, the crosshair placement. It is a
Find those
technical
headshots.
game. Yeah, crazy to see at this level. But let's get our fourth team in for Group B here. A returning organization. It's been a while since we've seen the lovely U Ottawa returning back once again.
And we've seen them before, I believe in LTS, correct?
They were in LRS Valorant before.
LRS.
Yes, they were absolutely. They played in LRS Valorant. I believe they made it to semifinals, the split that they were in. unfortunately, I think they lost to PVE at the time. Or it was Team... It might have been Team Washed, actually, at the time that was able to take them down. But...
Old big names.
I'm looking
Everything's
back.
big
I'm
name.
not seeing a lot of familiar names, so this could potentially be an entirely new roster we're looking at here. But
It seems as though that's the case.
I'm excited to see Ottawa back again. Canadian school getting repped here. Love to see that. So
Lovely, lovely.
welcome back, you Ottawa. We're happy to have you. Best of luck this split. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys do. But that's the halfway mark here. We're gonna keep trucking along here and seeing how the rest of these groups are going to be sorted in. We still have Team Excelsior, which is previously our Fake Flashers, the defending champs that are up on this board. That is going to be very interesting to see where these guys end up after their amazing playoff run last split. But let's see. After all this talking them up, maybe I just roll them right now. I promise it's not control, it's all RNG. See, okay.
The fake caster scripts.
This will be Team Sage being selected for Group
That is
A.
a Valorant agent. Yeah. I know my Valorant.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
That's probably like the one. I think I know like 2 Valorant agents, and that's it. So that's probably the one of 2 that I most know.
Yep, Team Sage coming on in, looking like it's all new players. And again, a new organization to us here at Victor. So welcome, guys. Best of luck. And looking forward to seeing what you guys are bringing to the table here for the spring split. 5th team, back to Group B. Spin the wheel, baby, and let's see what we're about to get. Dragons. No, they actually have a team name. Yes, in fact, they are Drexel University. Love the logo, though. Very, I put that on a flag. Honestly, that is very, very classy.
I agree.
Seems as though a lot of the university teams are actually ending up in Group B.
I was just about to say it's gonna be like a battle of universities in Group B.
Like a mini collegiate league going on over on on
No,
Group
all
B
that
there.
needs to happen is right state ends up in Group B. That's all we need.
Yep, right state. Let's see it.
Hey, don't let us down.
Hey,
I mean, we
potentially.
got the pig in Group A. We can get right state in Group B.
All right, let's spin this wheel once again. Team number 6 into Group A. Let's see where this thing is going to land. And it has chosen none other than Team Fury.
There we go. So, not a university team, but once again, another new team joining the ranks here of VLS. You know, love to see it. Love to see as many new faces as we're getting. Again, a whole 8 new teams. Well, not just 18 new teams, but no, a lot more than 8. But still, it's very, very fun to see as many people as we do here, as many high-ranking players as we see here. This is going to be a very, very competitive league. I can just feel it.
I definitely think the higher the ranks end up going with these leagues, the more like intense it is watching, because like one mistake could mean the end of the game, and so it's like there's a lot more like tension and almost like a suspense to the game as you watch it.
And what I like to say about this, the higher up VLS, the Valorant League, it's controlled chaos, because at a first glance you might see it and it's like, this is a nut house. This is craziness. What is going on? But again, these guys are tactical in their movements, and I'm so excited to see the play styles of each of these teams too. Again, you know, are we looking at aggressives? Are we looking at retakers here? What kind of agents are we running? Is it just a full duelist team that are absolute manimals, or do we have a little bit of a mix-up with some specialty agents out there? Maybe some one-trick players potentially. I don't know yet, and that's why I'm so damn excited for this. But we got to see who else is going into Group B here. Let's spin this wheel and find out.
Yes, the big old drum roll.
Just a breath. Just a breathe. Just gotta breathe for a second here, guys.
Big old breath.
It's none other than Syndicate Academy going in to Group B.
A new team, once again joining the league. Got that little sword there, looking to slash away the competition coming into Group B here. Maybe they'll slash away some of these universities. I wish they would slash tuition prices, but they can't really do that, unfortunately.
I feel for you guys.
If only.
I feel for you guys. That is Maybe they win and then it just happens out of pure
Yeah.
chance. Who knows? Who knows?
I'll hold you to that.
I don't hold me to it. You gotta hold
I'm holding
the,
Syndicate to it.
Hold Syndicate to it. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Syndicates too. Okay.
There we go. Yes, that's what we'll do. We'll put all the pressure on them. Anyways, welcome to the league, guys. We're happy to have you. And best of luck on your split. 4 teams left. One of them is a defending champ. Let's see who we're gonna get here
Ooh.
for Group A. Is it? Oh, it's gonna be close here, but not quite defending champs. It will be New Albany Eagles going into Group A.
New Albany Eagles is. I don't know if it's a collegiate team. Potentially, I'm not too certain. But again, another new team.
Eagles.
Yeah,
Keep that animal theme.
keep the animal theme rolling. A little bit more.
Yes, it does.
Now-
This is like, this
Now,
is
see,
like,
all we need is Wright State to end up in Group B.
and it's
That's all we
it's
need.
it's a perfect finish. Universities in
All
one
right,
group and
don't let us
animals in Group A. Magic
Okay.
wheel, let's do this.
Okay, Magic
Come
Wheel.
on, come on.
We have. If this works out like this, I'm gonna lose it. But
We're
yes,
asking for one thing.
3 teams,
Oh,
1
my.
defending champion, 1 animal logo still in there. Can it work out? Let's find out. Spinning the wheel for the last 3 teams here of Victorious Legends series. No, unfortunately, guys, Wright State is going to be going into Group B, but it does
Wait.
match the
want
collegiate
that.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
Yeah, we wanted
Excellent.
that.
Okay. Okay.
all the universities basically in Group B.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's crazy though. The fact that it worked out like that. Are you
That's
serious?
the collegiate league right there.
That's so cool.
Oh, my.
Oh, that is honestly wicked. You,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't script. You can't script that. There's no way you
No.
can script that.
First
It's
radiant,
impossible.
first Radiant League, and you get 4 college / or university teams all right back to back.
Now we find out where the previous champs go.
Yeah,
the last
that's-
one.
That's
this
the
last
big
roll.
one. That's the big one. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
right now we're about to find out where Team Excelsior is about to go. These guys are the defending champs. So again, previously known as the Fake Flashers from FF Cal, Jaco, Diploctimus. I always mess up his name. I usually call him Diplo on stream because I I mess it up. But Jack is coming back, and I think Mail as well is going to be joining them. So I'm looking forward to seeing this team in action again. They blew up in playoffs last split. And Team Miracle, I believe I saw their. This is their first time with us, but I do believe we had one of their League of Legends teams on stream not too long ago for an amateur scouting ground stream. So these are the last 2 ones we got here. Let's see where they're going. Spinning the wheel one final time for VLS. Defending champs will be going in to Group A here. Team Excelsior is getting slotted in. So our friends over there, our reigning champions, will be in that Group A. Therefore, Team Miracle will be slotted in to Group B.
Well, at least we know now that that they're going to face the animals here in Group A. It's going to be a very, very fun one. They get to
Let's
go
watch the
run around in
bloodbath.
the mud with that little pig.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, this is looking pretty spicy here. I'm looking through, and honestly, I'm so excited for Group B. To see, 1, 2, 3. How many do we got? 3 or 4?
Four, I think.
Four college university teams in there. Wow.
That's half the pool right there.
This is exciting. This is good stuff, guys. I'm so excited, but I look at Group A as well too. We got a couple of great logos. I want to cheer for Team Excelsior because they bunch of great players. From all the interactions I had with them last split, they were nothing but fantastic. But how can I not cheer for Pig and Boots? How can I not?
Exactly.
I see
How
it in
can
chat
we
too.
not?
Let's go Pig and
Yeah.
Boots, right?
You got the pig and boots. Like,
Pig in boots. Pig in boots. Come on.
will the pig and boots take down eagles? That is the question.
Hey, pigs are a little heavy.
That
How's
is
eagle
true.
gonna lift it?
Hey, the boots make them stick in the mud even more.
Exactly.
Oh,
I think
and
we already know who wins.
yeah. Flip again with the save. Team Miracle was in our New Year's tournament. That's why they look so familiar. They won the whole thing. So again, congratulations, guys. Again, a lot of teams to keep track of here. My brain can, it's only got a certain...
Basically saying there's a winner in each group. That means you got the defending champs in Group A and the winner of the New Year's tourney in Group
True.
B.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But back to our desk real quick. With that being said, Valorant is done. The groups are decided now for Valorant. So we'll take one more quick look at them before we move on to the League of Legends. So again, VRS Valorant. This is our Wednesday night Valorant League, which will be streamed on Victorious GG2. Make sure to check that out. But 2 groups of 6, and that starts this upcoming Wednesday. That will be the 19th. Make sure to be there and check it out.
Or be square.
That too. You could be square, but then you miss out on some great esport action.
Exactly.
Right? You got some amazing casters lined up for you, so you gotta be there. Oh, I'm so excited. There should be a release on casters later this week, but right now we're just focused on this. Anyways, VLS will be Thursday nights, 8 p.m. EST is game start time. Of course, 7:45 p.m. EST for pre-show if you want to see my lovely face along with my wonderful co-casters, Cute Noob and Wumby, with the lovely Baldo mode behind the scenes making all the magic happen. But holy moly, we got one side collegiate, the other side to see who can take down defending champions. And of course, the New Year's winning champion on Group B2. There's a lot going on here in VLS Valorant. I'm so excited to see what's coming, and I cannot wait for next week. January 20th, 7:45 p.m. EST pre-show, 8 p.m. for the start of our league. You do not want to miss this. Radiant players. It's going to be absolutely cracked gameplay, guys.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to be really, really fun to watch. I definitely want to understand what's going on, but, guns go pew. Am I right?
Guns go pew. People make rotations. Use of utility is in there. Determining what agent loadout depending on the map that you go. There's just so many different factors that I've been learning over the past few months since I've gotten into casting it. That it is insane on the competitive level at that level to see how much is really going on there. But
Get that clutch ultimate in play.
Yeah. Very, very fun stuff. But let's collect ourselves here. So now the big ones are coming. The big kahunas are coming next.
Boy.
So
boy.
I am gonna change the tab to League of Legends real quick, or the category to League of Legends. Oh my god. I'm typing you real quick, Salt, just to check. Just words because
yes.
All right. It's league time.
Teamwork.
It is league time. 3 more leagues to
Legends.
go. League of Legends.
Go.
Our origin story where we initially came from here. But it's time for our Wednesday night League of Legends League VAS Victorious Amateur Series, our pre-made with 24 teams. Let's flip on over to the table to see what we got going on once again. See all those teams. Lots of returning names. Lots of new faces as well, too. I'm so excited. We've got all our society teams back once again. To the Moon has diversified. They have multiple teams coming in now. So exciting to see that. And what else do we got going on there, fellas?
I mean, we got my team coming in as well.
We do.
We'll figure that out
Yes,
later
we
on.
do.
Figure that out later on.
Yep.
But we also got some familiar faces if you guys have seen the cast a couple times. A few people you should recognize here and there scattered throughout, but we'll find out where they go first. We'll give them their announcement in due time.
Yes, we will. There is one team that has definitely caught my eye this split, but I love seeing the fact that we have 3 NSG teams in here. Rising Tide has seeded a team into the Amateur League. Lit Club is back once again. Chimeras, Divine Ascension. This is awesome. I would say it's a good 50-50 split of returning teams and players to new teams and players as well too. So I love what is about to go down with the VAS League.
Yeah, and I definitely think, seeing all these returning orgs coming back into this now even bigger like league pool for these teams, it's like they can not only show off their growth and their improvement between last split and now, but they also have brand new competition to go against, and they're not just going to be fighting the same competition that they had last split.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oof. If we're ready, though, if we're ready to see where this one's going to go, because I know a good chunk of our banter, I wish we could actually get a breakdown to see, what percentage of banter comes from each league. That would be extremely entertaining if we could get those stats at some point. Shout out to our stats team. If it's possible in the future, I don't want to overburden them. They already do so much work. It is insane. So
honestly,
let's do this. Let's see where we're gonna go, and our first of our team. Again, a reminder now that we are getting into the zone of sister teams, and we'll just use the example of the NSG teams. If there is a sister team already in a group, the next sister team will be seeded immediately into the next following group. So if one NSG was in Group A and we came all the way back around to Group A again, pulled another NSG, they would be slotted into Group B. All right, that's the rules. We'll talk about the exception when we get to VTS, but we still have the two big kahunas to go, boys. Why don't we just get into this, because this one is going to be an absolute movie.
It'll definitely be a movie. It'll be a long one, but it'll be a fun one.
I think one thing with this league too, like there's 5 orgs of sister teams into these 3 groups, so that's gonna like a lot of like orgs are gonna be like banter within each other, because the sister teams are like they're probably are a little on the friendly terms with each other because they're sister teams, and now you have 5 orgs. It's like we have more teams. No, we have more teams. No, we have more teams.
We have more.
Yep. And just before we get this wheel a-rolling, again, Wednesday Night League, this will be on this channel at 7:45 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. for game start, but right here on Victorious GG. That will be led by our lovely host, Ezio, who has been around in our league forever, as well as the lovely casters, Daydream and Regdor. I'm so excited for them to come back. Daydream, one of our returning ones. Regdor, you may have seen him on our New Year's stream, but is an absolute beauty. But I'm so excited for you guys to see the teams coming up. So very, very excited. But let's get rolling. Let's get the wheel spinning. Destiny shall be decided right here, right now, on the stream at 7:43 p.m. EST on this lovely Saturday night. First team going into Group A is happening right now. Oh, it's so close, but it will be. I saw it. I saw your team was very close. A little cute potato there. But University of New Brunswick, a good old Canadian team coming in here.
Another Canadian team. Let's go.
Another university team.
Definitely there. They are, I believe, new to Victorious, so it's going to be fun to have them here. Hey, and we'll see how they compete up against the competition. It's going to be very, very fun, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Welcome to the league. We are very excited to have you, and can't wait to see what you got, how you guys are going to make your mark here in the amateur series. But we are ready for our first team of Group B. Let the seeding begin. As I will... Yep, it did transition there. Took a couple seconds there. My apologies, but it's up, and it's none other than, I believe, one of the society teams, PSC, Power Society? Prism Society. Yeah,
Power Society does not exist.
Not anymore. It does not exist anymore, yes.
No. Fun fact, I am on a society team as well. We just did not enter Victorious as one of our players didn't qualify. But unfortunate, but maybe next split you'll see my team, my society team. But... so.
Let's get them up there. PSC, returning team once again, or at least a returning org.
Returning org, yeah. Well, it's the same abbreviation, but it's Prism instead of Power. But
I got you here.
There we go.
All right. Oh, goodness.
Oh, whoa.
Me, guys. Oh. I think maybe our mod
PRS.
team is working right now to move groups around. So if we see things moving around on our master sheets, I think that's might be, or just Control Z if you accidentally erase something there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Control Z.
Yeah, it's your best friend.
Yep. Okay. Coming up next is going to be our first team for Group C. Let's see it.
Here we go.
Transition, please. Streamlabs, thank you. And around
Technology.
We
Technology
go.
at its finest.
Oh, I do really like these logos for this team coming up. And there's a few of them. We're going to see a bunch of these teams, but this is going to be actually one of our first sister teams we have coming up. This is Tesla Knights Gaming Yin.
There we go. A Tesla Knights, again, a sister team. Going to be very fun to see how they do. There are 2 of them, so the other team cannot end up in Group C.
Yep, that is correct. So Tesla Knights Gaming Yang, again, another new org, will be either going into Group A or Group B. We'll have to see what where they end up, where exactly the Wheel of Fate will decide for them to go. But we'll keep this one going because there is a lot of teams left to go. But here are our first 3 teams. Let's see how these guys are about to fill out. Next up, spinning the wheel, back to Group A we go. Oh! Is it really going to be the next Tesla Knight? So that works out nicely for us.
Don't worry about it anymore. Let's go.
The next of Tesla Knights.
By a thin margin, too. It was like almost right on the line.
Yeah, that was
all right. Here goes the Yang to the Yin, going into Group A. A little bit on the opposite side there, opposite side of the ocean, with Group B being right in the middle there.
Yeah. So, University of New Brunswick has their first
familiar
potential
player.
challenger.
Or a singular familiar player on the Yang side of Tesla Knights.
Excited to see these guys, and I'm looking to see how they fare. But so far, it's only one familiar org that we have, and I'm curious to see where all our other orgs are going to be coming in, especially that little potato one. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that logo, man. It's so cute. All right, let's bring the wheel back up once again and get this thing rolling. Second team for Group B here will be none other than Degenerate Esports. Which team, though, exactly? I'm going to get the correct name up here. I believe we do have...
I think that's Eternal. That is Eternal.
Degenerate Esport Eternal will be going into Group B.
Oh, some more familiar faces.
No, Group B is looking like it's that Return of the Orgs.
Return of the Orgs.
That would be interesting if like all the like returning orgs entered into like one group together.
I don't think that's completely possible, but it'd be really funny to see if it could.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
One day.
And I believe they're already editing the master sheets on us. I'm going to try to look at some names, and they're just gone already.
They're
like,
just gone.
Yeah.
Pure efficiency. That's okay. Well, at least you know the master sheets are getting edited as we speak. So that is good.
First season hosting Degenerate.
Yes.
But there are people that we remember. Faces that
I
are
believe
familiar.
so. There's a couple names I think I saw on there before it was ripped away from me.
It's taken away.
One day. You'll get
I
it
lost
back. You'll get it
everything.
back.
All right, let's
Oh,
bring it
my.
up. Second team, Group C.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, they're working. They're getting stuff done for us. All right. Next one up.
Hey!
Oh, there you are. TDS coming on up. So why don't you tell us about this team?
All right. Well, that may or may not be my team that I'm playing for. A little bit of a role swap there, though. I'm playing AD carry, so
Ooh.
going up against my boy. We'll find him later. Hopefully, he ends up in my group, but we'll see where he ends up. But there are definitely a few familiar faces that, if you've watched Legends before, Victorious, you will definitely recognize.
I believe you have Karthik on there along with Chaos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big team.
Yep. I love some of those names. And I know you and Karthik have played together for many
Oh, very,
years.
yeah.
Before
Ever since I
you even
started.
joined our league.
Ever since I started League of Legends, Karthik's been my boy.
That's your boy. That's your boy right there. That's I love seeing Karthik back in the league again though. I've casted him a bunch of times. I always say he is the initiator. But I don't know. Recently, in the past couple, especially last split, he was, I would say, even more than that. This guy stepped up.
Oh,
So
the carry pants.
oh, he's putting on his carry pants. I'm excited to see Karthik back once again, and of course you, Salt. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I love this.
Gotta show love to the
chat.
casters. Show love to the playing casters.
Let's hope my boy doesn't fail me here. There's a team. You know
I
which one it
think I know
is.
which team. I think I know exactly which team you want in Group C. We'll see if it happens. If it does, I'd be very happy for you guys. But let's spin the wheel and find out who's next. Another one of the society teams is going to be coming up. This will actually decide all three society teams right here. So
Soul Society.
Yes. Soul
The
Society
other
have
society
been...
team cannot end up in Group A or B.
Yeah.
So it has to go in Group C.
Yeah, Soul Society immediately gets slotted into... well, Soul Society just got picked for Group A.
And it's Cosmic.
Prism
last one.
Society is already in Group B. Therefore, Cosmic Society will immediately go into Group C. I just had
There
to
we
say it out loud so I could rearrange it there for myself. Beautiful.
A fun little fact for these teams: Soul and Cosmic have actually been the two of the longest society teams playing around. So they definitely will have a lot of talent and force to show off against these teams that they're going to be put into these pools.
Definitely. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Cosmic Societies have all ended up where they're supposed to be. Or not Cosmic, sorry. The Society teams have all ended up where they're supposed to be. Every single one has a society. And we all live in a society anyway, so we'll see how things roll.
Salt.
My.
We still have two sets of sister teams up there, a pair of twins and then some triplets, the NSG and the To the Moon. But we'll see where those guys end up. Let's spin this wheel once again. This will be for Group B to make sure all three teams have 3 seeds. And that's a big one. That's a big one for
big
sure.
Name.
Rising Tide Tsunami is going to be going
Typhoon.
in. Typhoon. Rising Tide Typhoon. No, if Tsunami was coming in here, they would technically not be allowed.
Oh, they would very much not be allowed.
Rising Tide Typhoon. Thank you, Salt.
If that was Tsunami, I
Panic!
don't know how much
like, hold up, who approved this?
basically,
wow.
but I know the org. I've been casting them for a while, mostly in the upper leagues, like previously LRS, and they've been performing very well. They've always had deep runs, and I don't think the org is gonna stop anytime soon.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a solid org. There's actually someone who you casted for us before once. Wee Wizard is going to be on this team, so
yes.
I'm excited to see Wee Wizard actually being on the route, doing some playing for himself. So best of luck, RTT, on your venture here
Still
in Group B.
RTT.
Still RTT, technically, yes. But now each group has 3. We are going to loop back around to Group A once again and continue the process once more. So let's go. Spin this wheel, baby. Let's see what we are about to get here. 4th team going into Group A. It's going to be one of the To the Moons, baby. To the
There
Moon
we
we go.
And which one is it?
TTM Titan.
TTM Titan. Okay, so we get the red one, the red rocket coming through here.
I mean, we got.
There's a couple faces I recognize there.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's two red logos in Group A so far. We got a red theme going on.
Very, very true.
Yep.
A lot of reds in Group A.
Yep, returning team coming back again. Going to be exciting to see To the Moon joining us once again. But let's see where they went. I think they've already been moved. Yes, they have. This will be interesting too because where did this player go? Yes, actually, one of these players who was on Hybrid Theory last split, Torchy, is actually moved on over to the Moon. So I'm excited to see how that goes. But I believe Softworm is going to be on here. This is one of Defoe's team that he started. So excited to see that. Arc Ryu also there too. I think, yeah, a few returning names for sure. Absolutely, a few familiar names on that team.
It's always fun
Definitely.
watching familiar names come back.
Always
You know,
fun.
it's like they get their progression story, and they also get their development story. Both sides of it, where they came from and where they're going.
Exactly.
Let's see though. Fourth team for Group B is gonna be. Ooh, I think it's the boys. It's the Island Boys. I'm not gonna do it. I want to do it, but I'm not gonna do it. It's in my head.
Acronym is just boys.
I know, that's a great acronym. It's just the boys. It's
Just
the
the
boys
boys.
going into Group B. It's Group B for Group Boys.
Promise
What
it's
a
not
logo,
scripted.
It's not. You cannot make this up. It is truly art unfolding before our eyes. But
Too good to be scripted.
Too good. It's just impossible.
brand new team, brand new players. Welcome on in, Island Boys. We cannot wait to see what you have to bring to the table here. But final team for the halfway point. Not final team. We're not there yet. No. This will be our halfway point. So let's see who's going to be going into Group C next. We spin this wheel. We hope for the best. And it's a big one coming up next.
The
None
Literature
other.
Club.
Woo! Lit Club is up. Congratulations. Congratulations.
They
They
end
have
up with
returned.
me.
Believe these guys did pretty well in their previous playoffs as well too. I think they made it to, I want to say, semifinals last split, but really just turned it on throughout playoffs, and this is going to be a strong team to contest with.
Not a single NSG team just yet, though. Yes, Steve.
That is insane.
Not
actually.
yet.
All the NSG teams get slotted in right at the end. Imagine
That would be pretty funny.
the final rolls: NSG.
Well, if you're looking at it, I believe it's a 25% chance we pull an NSG team right now. Potentially.
Yeah.
3 out of 12?
Yeah.
1 out of
Yeah.
It
4?
is a 25% chance.
That's
to
math.
pull
That's
it.
math. See, mental. Let's
math.
go. Mental math.
Look at that.
God.
You did it. You did it. You did it, Gurf. You did it.
Congratulations,
All you.
Lit Club. We are so excited that you guys are returning. We're very happy to have you on back. Best of luck on your split, and hopefully we see another deep run from them come playoffs. Woo! All right. Halfway mark, guys. We're halfway there. Let's see where these final teams are going to round out with. Let's go! Spin
Lots
the
of
wheel.
big names left. There's a lot of big names left for these leagues. So
Oh.
Into Group A, it's the second D-Gen team. Those lovely G-Gens from Up County. Let's get them in there. It's D-Gen Esports Ascension.
And there we go. Another sister team has been rounded out there. There is only one set of sister teams remaining, correct? I think that's right.
It's NSG, and then one more TTM is still in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One more TTM. But mostly rounded out there, but another org has been completely and utterly put into the groups there. And let's take a look. See here. There's nothing
gone.
there to see.
It's
Never mind.
gone. It's already gone. We are living the South Park meme right now. It's like, hey, we're going to check the master sheet, and it's gone. And it's gone.
the efficiency is both a blessing and a.
Yeah, but I do see, team manager Bixis, who was in chat earlier, could be potentially in chat right now still. So shout out to Bixis. Welcome on in. Thank you for bringing all the degenerate teams here with us. We're so very excited to see your teams in the amateur split, in the amateur series, and we are looking forward to a performance. But let's see. Next team into Group B. Will it be one of the NSGs? It's got to happen at some point, guys. It's gotta.
It'll happen
It's
eventually.
gonna happen now.
Happen event.
There we go.
It's gonna happen right now. It's the purple one, which is
purple.
technically NSG Amethyst is going to be selected first. So it'll be fun to see where the other two NSGs end up. But do we have any returning players on those teams that we know of.
This one, I'm not too certain. I don't think so. Their manager is very familiar, but I don't recognize the players on this one.
Yes, Karma Divine running the NSGs, but I believe this is a new roster we're looking at here. So that'll be very exciting seeing what NSG has put together here.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have 2 color themes for our groups, by the way. You got the red, you got red in Group A and purple in Group B.
And its complementary color for red is green, so it's also in Group A.
Oh,
Exactly. Yeah. I got a little bit of blue for Group C, I would say so far, with Lit Club and
this is great.
Knights.
Yeah, potato.
So.
It's all coming together, fellas.
Potato,
It's all
yes.
coming together.
Oh yes.
All right, let's keep this party rolling.
Okay.
We've got Group C coming up next.
Ooh.
Who are you
on,
going to be
come on.
facing next, Salt? Let's see. It's the next NSG.
Oh!
NSG Gold, I believe, is going to be the next one coming up. It's just back to back to back to back because now we know exactly where the Emerald one is going.
Emerald one can only end up in Group A. Again, that complementary color joining
Green and
in
red.
Group A. And, hey, that gold thing, similar to potato color, just a little bit. Fitting there.
So you have
Very,
that
very
yellowish,
nice. Yeah,
that yellowish
on the
gold
little-
and
yeah.
blue. Yellowish gold and blue are the 2 contrasts with each
Exactly.
other. Like we just have perfect contrast with these logos. Like every time they face off against each other, you got like color contrast versus color contrast.
Exactly. It's great. It's beautiful. Everything is all coming together.
And with that, yeah, just like you said, Salt, that means NSG Emerald is immediately slotted into Group A there, and all the NSG teams have their pools. Oh boy, this is looking spicy. We have just a few slots left. We are going to be going right back into Group B
NSG
once again.
Jade for the green one.
NSG Jade. Sorry, Jade. I got it mixed up. My bad, guys. Forgive me. Anyway,
I mean, Emerald and Jade are both really good names. To be fair.
I see Bix is asking for certain teams in certain groups. It's unfortunately not the way it works. We will see though. I mean, if you ask the RNG gods nicely, maybe they just say, "Hey, you know what? Let's throw this guy a bone here."
We got the animals for Valorant, so I mean,
Yeah.
it is possible.
Animals for Valorant, the universities for Valorant as well.
Yo, and we got the color matching for these ones so far, so
Exactly.
it is possible.
It is very possible.
Let's spin this wheel though, fellas. Let's spin it right now and see. Next, going into Group B is going to be our returning team, Hybrid Theory.
So a returning team once more, joining in on that Group B. There was one swap that you did say happened earlier, correct? Right?
Yes,
I think so.
Torchy is now playing, I believe, for To the Moon Titan. So they will be missing that top laner, but I do want to see if I have time. Nope, it's already moving. They are already moving right now. Hybrid Theory is on the move, but players like Ziggy, Flex, Blitz, Helix are going to be coming back as well too. So we get to see this team in action again with the arrival of their new top laner, Dopey. So very exciting to see what Hybrid Theory is going to be pulling through. I don't know how deep of a run they made last split, but we're hoping for some better success now that they've played one split, come back again, and make a stronger mark this year. I'm looking forward to having these guys back.
For sure.
Well, if we're ready, fellas.
All
Let's
right.
do it. Let's round it out.
Let's round it out.
I got my eyes on a certain logo there, and it would be really fun to watch this because I'd really much like to see that matchup. But coming up now, oh, it's gonna be so close, but it's not. To the Moon.
Hey, it's still a good team.
It's still a
Oh,
good
close.
team. It's still a good team. It wasn't the one I was thinking, but To the Moon, Charon is going to be going into Group C next.
Karthik
Once
is
again.
playing up against his old top laner from draft of last split.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be some what was the team? Oh my god, I'm forgetting. Bears or Grizzlies.
Grizzlies,
rivalry happening here in Group C.
Oh. And we also have that blue theme still, so I
Yeah,
mean,
the blue team sticks.
the RNG has so far paid off.
Everything is just so color coordinated. This is lovely. It's looking beautiful. And I think Fliptrick's going to have a fun time with the graphics, the split, because they're all going to look so super duper clean. 6 teams left, guys. The last row here for the groups.
Gotta get
Ready
those
to
drum rolls
finalize
going.
it out. Oh, deep breaths. Saving the best for last. Look what we got on the list. Divine Ascension is still up there. We've got Whooper up there. Chimeras are there as well as TGA, Phoenix, and Vegas as well. Okay, let's go and spin this wheel to find out who's going into Group A. It's gonna be the Chimeras.
And I think they had a decent playoffs run last split. I think
they had, honestly, was it last split or the split before that when they
might have been the split before that.
When they almost took down Mint. They took them to a full 5 games, but I believe
right.
There it is.
It was almost a reverse sweep.
Was that last split or the split before that? Chimeras have done well though in playoffs.
Split before that, I was on PvE when that happened.
But they're back. They're back again. They're looking strong. I think Vordaddy's on that team as well too. You've got Wolven Alchemist, who's going to be, I think, back on support as well. Inferno is back again to play. SRC Inferno. I haven't seen that name in years. Love to see that back. High Reef is here. Give Me Cup Twice is also going to be returning. So we get to see big old bad Reef there, and then Vordaddy along with Wolven Alchemist in the bot lane.
Pretty big names.
I'm excited. Yeah, a lot of big returning names there. Love to see that. Love to see that. Oh boy. Well, welcome back, Chimeras. We are gonna keep this wheel rolling because there's 5 teams left to go. So next, going into Group B, spinning this wheel once
Crossing
again.
the fingers.
Oh, it's not. No, that's the one. Okay, at least we were thinking the same one. I was hoping to see this potentially go into Group C. It's still gonna be good in Group B, but these are all returning players, I believe, that we have going on here, and the goofiest little logo you could possibly hope for with Team Whooper.
Oh, it's got my boy there.
I know. Why don't you tell us who's on that team?
Mr. Production Man himself, Mr. B-Pots, the boy, the legend himself there. It would have been really fun, and he's not playing support either. So if we ended up in Group C, that would have been the greatest thing of all time. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. But we also got Big Nose Beanie there on the Whoopers as well. Gonna join them up with that blue purple theme there for Group B.
It is
and
almost
Napquan also returning as well.
It's also partially a good thing if you're not in the same group, because then now you have a high chance of playing them in playoffs if you learn how to install.
True.
So it's like you don't play them in regular season, but you have a higher chance of playing them if they both make it to playoffs.
Exactly.
Oh boy. Well, welcome Team Whooper. But yeah, it's all returning players we've got here. Napquan, Beanie, Ishan, B-Pots under the name Faker Pots is split, and Ultro are all coming in. All have played in at least our draft league, and they're going to be in here in the pre-made league. So we're very excited to have you guys. Best of luck in Group B there, guys. But here we go. Second last team for Group C. Gonna spin this wheel. It's gonna be none other than TGA. Name check, fellas.
Name check. Team Gap across the map.
I love it.
Yes.
Love it.
That's actually a great name.
It is. It's a great name.
I think that's probably my favorite name. If I had to pick a name out of all these teams, that's the most creative.
Oh!
That's the most creative team.
I do know this team because I was playing some games with this team's captain. Overcomer, were you there with us as well too?
I was,
You were.
he's actually on my draft exhibition team as well. So I get to play even more games with him as well.
Hey.
I see him. Oh, he's in chat as well too. Shout out to Captain Vuk. This is Vuk's team coming in here. He's going to be playing jungle around his team Juggernaut, I think. Himself is jungle. Another Nor match, I think, in GG in mid lane. Brando 1 as ADC, and then Mr. Shmee as support.
Mr. Shmee.
So welcome, guys, to the league. We wish you all the best on your first split here with us here at Victorious. and it's going to be a fun one. You got yourselves quite a group there for C. So best of luck, my friends. Okay, we ready? Are we ready for our final 3 teams here? The last 3, the final countdown. Be-wee-woo. Let's go right now. As soon as my transition will actually come on over. DAA still on the board here.
They are.
Oh my goodness. Let's see if
One of
we're
the
gonna
biggest returning name, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna stick it to the end.
They're gonna be at the end. All right, let's roll it. Let's see where it goes.
Let's see, boys. Let's see where it's gonna end up. It will be Phoenix, who is going into Group A.
Fly, Phoenix, fly. They're joining up in Group A. Now they better have a red logo. So help me.
Or orange. You can get away with like
You
a
can
nice
get away with
orange.
Well, here's
Get
the
away
thing.
with a nice orange.
I don't see one yet, so they've got time to go
Hey, they
and
got
fix
time.
it.
Hey,
Exactly. They
They've
can
got
take
time to go
take
change it.
Yes, even better. They can look at all the pools or logos in their pool and be like, yes, we can contrast it perfectly this way.
exactly.
Just gonna make it vibrant neon pink at some point, and then we're just gonna be all screwed. We're all gonna be messed up here. Okay, final 2 teams, guys. Again, whoever's not selected for Group B is gonna be going straight into Group C. So let's see. We've got Vegas and we've got Divine Ascension. Let's spin this wheel and see who is
Where is it gonna be?
Vegas, baby. It's Vegas. CB Vegas will be going into Group B, meaning Divine Ascension. Wow, Group C is looking very strong here, guys.
Big team.
DA,
Big group.
Moonstone, Divine Ascension, Moonstone, and CB Vegas are the last 2 teams. And there we go. The groups for Victorious Amateur Series have now officially been rounded out. First thoughts, guys, looking at these groups.
These groups look very competitive.
Yeah, I think there's like, you won't find too much of like, one group being the dominant like competitive or high stomping team versus high stomping team, and then one group being more of the lower stomping teams. But I think it's like every single one of these teams, they have big names in each group, so no matter which group you're watching on stream or whatnot, you'll be able to be like intensely like trying to anticipate something, because there's gonna be a lot of fights. There's gonna be a lot of decision making that these teams have to make.
It's going to be very fun. It's going to be high octane here. A lot of returning players in every single group. A lot of familiar faces, but a lot of new blood also joining the waters here, the ocean of Victorious.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I honestly, just a general glance, I think this is probably the most balanced they've been throughout all of them. I would definitely say a little bit more heavy leaning towards C, then B, then A. But Chimeras are definitely looking lined up to do well. However, again, we've got so many unknowns, so many unknown variables, guys, here with all these new teams. It's multiple wild cards, right? It's like you have Twitch of Fate just rapid firing out here. It's insane how much variation we're gonna have. So again, some of the new guard versus the old guard coming in here. I think we've got a nice mix of that coming through. But yeah, I'm so excited for this one, guys.
Gonna be a fun one.
Oh boy. Why don't we flip it on back to the desk? Salt.
Yep.
Are you still with us here?
This is unfortunately where we do have to part ways for the night, sadly.
Unfortunately. Well,
but it has been fun, and I at least got to say where my team goes, so it's gonna be fun. It was great. It was fun.
I'm glad.
Long enough for your team.
Yeah, I'm glad you could join us for the first 3 leagues there, and of course get to see where your team TDS is going to be playing as well too. But we are going to say goodbye to Salt and continue with our final 2 leagues, just Overcomer and I, for the rest of the night. So Salt, take care, brother.
Take care, everyone.
We will
Have a
again
beautiful night.
make sure to tune in Thursday nights for Salt, because he's going to be the magic man behind the scenes, making sure all that production, all this stuff that you see happening. You shout out Salt in chat there when you see it happening.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Take care. We'll see you on Thursdays, or I will see you every single Thursday. Have a beautiful night, everyone. Take care, and I will see you all then.
All right. And with that, we come to the next screen as well too. 2 leagues left to go. Your Overcomer. My hair's doing some... What's going on here today?
I don't know. My like the back of my hair did that. That's what it's like. I'm literally using my headset to like keep my hair down.
You know what this
I don't
is?
know what.
This is I you know what was working. We were getting this stream ready to go all day, and it was just, hey, how do we look here today? Slick it, and we move forward. We proceed. But
The show must go on.
the show must go on. We are, well, not there yet. We are about to start our VRS LOL groups. This is the biggest of the big. This is the big kahuna tonight, guys. 28 teams. Are you kidding me? What?
I don't know who I want to root for. Like, you see some sister teams from orgs from VAS already, so that's like gonna be one thing to keep an eye out for, depending on like seeing how these different level of elos compare out. You know, it's like one sister team to the next. Like, are they all top of the leader dominant, or is like one team clearly a lot stronger than the other? But
that is where it definitely gets quite curious. But no, looking at this, I think there's really there's 2 team ambitions, I believe. Yeah, the 2 team ambitions sister teams are up there. We have a couple of degenerate teams as well too. I believe Reformed, Degenerate Esports Reformed, and Exiles. TA, Team Ambition, Spectre, Black and White, as well as, do we have any other sister teams? I think we're good on that.
Divine Ascension Emerald.
Divine Ascension Emerald, but there's no other Divine Ascensions
Not
in
in
this group.
yeah, not
so
not
we're-
in this
we're
group.
good.
But it's sister team to an org at least.
Returning orgs though, we see Glaive Esports. We've got Moon Crew back again for, I think this is their 4th or 5th split at this point. They've been here for a long time. Rising Tide Tsunami is going to be returning once again. Those are defending champs from last winter, so 1 year ago they were the winners. We also have Dorado Gaming coming back in. I believe one of those teams actually won the New Year's stream as well too. So I'm very happy to see Dorado back again. They've got some of the best, I would say, copy paste banter across the league. And
I think you would be correct in that assumption. Yes.
right. Lots of new teams. Another 2 to Moon team. Limitless Sakura is actually going to be coming in as well too. Actually, no. Dorado Gaming and Sakura, they were both there in they were finalists for that New Year's Day. And I know I was streaming it, but it's been a while, guys. I apologize. I really do. But they're both back, and I'm happy to see them. All right. Well, it is time to get this one going, Overcomer, because we only got so many hours in the night. So I'm going to bring up my...
Yo. Just need to tell you, Gurf, real quick.
Oh, here's an update from our boy Fliptrick. What's up, Fliptrick?
We have 2 Team Ambition logos in here. There's only 1 team. And then we don't have P247 in there.
P247. Which
Yes,
team is P247?
I think it's in the 3rd row. I think the duplicated, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, one sec. Let me just get that cleaned up real quick. P247. We're going to paste as a duplicate right there. Shaboom. There's not 2 team ambitions, correct? Thank you for fixing my knowledge. And P2, what's the abbreviation for the name?
P247.
P2.
And then you're good.
Keeps it simple.
Wait, just want to hop in before we started it, and then
Thank you. That would have been
Yep.
that'd have been a little confusing. I do need to get the wheel ready too for that.
All right, see you boys.
Thank you,
Keep it up.
Flipstick.
Yeah. Thanks for the update.
There we go.
Carrying on all the small work behind the scenes.
That's very honestly, that's very helpful because we would have gone along. P247. P247. Oh, P247 pillars. Okay, we've got a name.
You found him. You
Lovely.
found him.
We're good to go. I believe, yes,
Yeah.
we are now officially good to go. Save. Lovely. Excellent. Beautiful. We are winning. We are gaming. And I just need to move one more folder. And lovely. Okay, let's bring the wheel up. Enough talk.
I was
Oh
looking
boy.
through some of these teams, and it's actually interesting because not a lot of the teams actually made use of that Diamond 3 exception player.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so P247 Pillars, who we just got the updated team logo into our draft, is one of those teams that made use of it. But it's looking like there's only, I think, like 5 or 6 teams out of all of them that actually made use of that Diamond 3 exception so far. So it's going to be interesting to see these competition levels because, you know, the ranks are the rank average is kind of sitting a little bit lower for this league compared to where the exception and the kind of cap of this league is sitting.
Yes. Oh, but without any further ado, we are ready to go. We are ready to get this wheel a-rolling. So let's do exactly that. First team coming in here for the Victorious Rival Series League of Legends League. For Group A. Drum roll, please.
Come on, let's do it.
First one is gonna be, oh baby, they are back once again. UST. I believe they have a sister team in Valorant in the VRS Valorant League here, but it's lovely to see them back once again. I am pulling from the right ones here, just double checking.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think the returning orgs always have so much to bring to the table because it's like you have that repeat name. It's like everyone's kind of like, hey, we know these people, we can get behind these people, we support these people. And then, you know, seeing them grow, compete against new teams, it just kind of brings more fun, more energy, and it's something different because it's if you're watching the same like set of teams play against each other every single week for over a year straight, kind of gets a little more on the boring side.
A little stale, you know?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Like dried toast. No one likes a dried toast.
Don't get that dried toast in there.
But
yeah.
UST back again. Welcome. Absolute, I believe this is UST Absolute Zero, I want to say, of the two that we're looking at. Yes, UST Absolute Zero. So, looking forward to this one. I do have a couple notes from Salt because he was working on just scouting these teams. So, apparently, gotta watch the enchanters around these guys. Do not let them have enchanters is the word, the wise here, but we'll have to see how they make their mark here in Group A. We are ready to get our next team rolling, and of course, once we actually get rolling, things move a little quicker. But there's a lot of teams in there. There's a lot of teams.
This will definitely take us a little bit longer than those other leagues.
Yep. Oh, but a familiar face to go into Group B here. It's gonna be none other than the Moon Crew.
Yes. I think it's always nice to have those familiar faces starting off these pools versus, you know, when we had that last VAS, you know, when you had like Divine Ascension coming in right at the very end. But, you know, you're flipping it around, so you come into this, you know, bigger pool and all these kind of newer or recognizable names get popped in first. Now it's like, oh, so we got the competition and then the challengers kind of come in to finalize those groups off.
Yeah, Moon Crew, again, they've been around with us for multiple splits here. I do think there's a couple familiar names I see here. I Make Hondas is back on the team again too. Badger, I believe, was another player on that team for quite some time now. So Moon Crew, welcome back. We're happy to have you guys with us once again. Best of luck here. And again, Moon Crew, I think, has been in playoffs every single split that they've been with us. So this is a solid team. This is a solid organization, and I'm very excited to see what kind of a run they're going to make this split.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be nice watching them again, for sure.
Moon Crew is back, baby. I just love the color palette for it there with the astronaut helmet, the blue, the orange, and a little bit of the white background. It's clean. It looks clean as hell. Always has been one of my favorite logos.
Cool. So it's not too complex either, which is what makes it so nice too.
Simplicity at its finest. Lovely stuff.
Simplicity is bliss, as they say.
Let's see Group C, who's coming up there as our first draw for Group C. Oh, it's gonna be a flamingo. Oh, look at that logo. Look at it. It's another little custom one, I think. Methinks from what I can see here. But this is going to be Wolfpack Mingos coming on in here for the first team going into Group C.
Those little stick figures hanging out on the flamingo as well. You know, get their players posing with their logo.
but definitely it's a new thing to look out for because I don't believe we've seen them yet. So
Nope. Brand new team. Welcome on in. We are happy to have you, Wolfpack Mingos, and best of luck there in Group C. Let's see what we've got coming up next. Okay. Spinning the wheel. It's going to be another one of the degenerate teams coming on up. The blue one, which I believe is Team Generate Esports Reformed. So that'll be the first team. Actually, Group D for Team Degen. Yeah, let's go.
yes. The we're not scripting it, but it's a perfect setup so far. We got something good building. Let's see what the wheel decides for us for this story that's gonna unfold.
Exactly. So just a reminder that Team Degenerate Exiles cannot go into Group D. Luckily, we have 3 other groups for them to go into, but in case we get back to Group D and they are pulled, we will slot them into the next available group. All right. Let's bring the wheel back on up and see who's going next into Group A here. I'm going to spin this wheel. Let's see if we pull any. Oh my goodness me. I just saw it pop up in chat as well too.
Yep.
That's Immortal Knights Blue, our defending champs from this previous fall split. Made an absolute crazy run, flipping the switch there in playoffs and taking home the entire tournament. My God, this early on?
I mean, they came off strong, and now they have to look to defend that title. So it means they've got to be that much stronger, as we have a lot more fresh blood, but also returning blood. So.
Oh my. Welcome back, guys. We're happy to have you. Imperial Knights Blue, sorry, brain fart. It's been a long day. It's been a long night. Imperial Knights Blue. I see flipping into there. Immortal, what? What did you say?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm so sorry. You're flipping. Oh, that's so funny.
Roll out the meme audio. So what did you say?
It's okay. It's okay. We just formed a new team over the past 5 seconds. No. Welcome back, Imperial Knights. Best of luck in Group A. Let's see if they can hold on to that championship, as these reigning champs are going to have a lot of work cut out for them this split. But next into Group B, let's see who's going to be facing up against Moon Crew here. I believe that's a brand new team we've got coming in here, Uncut Academy.
Yes. I think, let's see, I'm looking for their, there it is. According to that little bit of scouting done by Salt Spreader earlier, one shot the team or no shot the team style. So this is going to be very interesting to see what these teams prioritize around these players as Uncut Academy kind of makes their debut performance to kind of show off what they do as a team.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to it. Welcome to the league, Uncut Academy, and best of luck there in Group B. But we still got lots of teams to go, and it's going to be a familiar one here. Well, 2 familiar back-to-back, but Team Disco is going to be coming back into the league once again, making, I believe, their second debut. Or it wouldn't be a debut. That's not the right word for it. It's the returning split.
Yes.
Sophomore split. Sophomore split. There you go.
Is sophomore the right word?
I don't even know. My brain's like absolute pudding at this point. But Team Disco, welcome back, guys. I'm not too sure if they have the same roster rolling again, but I'm hoping to see them make a bit of a playoffs run this split. I'm not entirely too sure how deep.
I mean, they made a very powerful run. Like last split, they were pretty strong. So I mean, if they have made any changes to make their team that much stronger, or just as a team they've gotten that practice in, got that extra time in together as a team, they should definitely come out kind of blowing up on this new scene.
Mm-hmm. Well, looking forward to having them back. It's the party ball there, and we'll see if they bring the party to Group C. But time to see who the second team is going to be going up against. The D-Gens there in Group D. Let's see if it truly does become the D-Gen group as we keep spinning this wheel. Another new team on the board here that we are going to get to see, and this is none other than the UCO Broncos.
Ooh. I think, I don't know, that logo's like, it almost has flair to it, if that's the right word.
It's
I
got
can't see,
style. It's got,
They
it's
got-
got pizzazz,
well,
you know?
That style, I think, is shaped off their team as, you know, they have a lot of, you know, wombo combo synergy between their champions. I'm looking through these players. So it's like, keep an eye out, you know, are they going to run around with that, you know, Oriana Mel into a Yasuo, or like, gotta draft accordingly with these people for
Let's
sure.
see.
Scouting will definitely play a huge part against that team.
Oh, Scout is going to be huge here. You know, you've got a 10-man roster here. 5 subs, 5 main roster. Again, those guys can go in and out. So yeah, Scouting's going to be absolutely pivotal against these new teams like UCO Broncos. But welcome to the league, guys. Best of luck there in Group D. We can't wait to see what you guys bring. Next up, though, Group A, third team coming on in as we come around for our third round, coming very close to... Wow, that would have been very interesting, but I think some new teams to mix it up is going to make, I think, for some more fair competition, but it is Savage Carnage. Ooh, that's kind of a badass name. That's kind of a
Feast or
badass name and
famine.
logo, right?
Feast or famine. Feast or famine. Make the chant happen.
Feast or famine, make it happen. That even rhymes right there. You've already made the chant, Overcomer. But welcome, Savage Carnage, to your first split with us here at Victorious.
They're definitely going to be interesting because, you know, they're a new team, but they're playing against some recognizable teams. So I definitely want to kind of look at that for that team and see how they fare against some of these returning teams. And, you know, they've got the defending champs in their group, so they've got a big bar to set if they want to pull anything amazing off.
Yep. For their first split in, we are not making it easy on them as, yeah, you said it. Defending champs in that group is going to be, yeah, definitely a bit of a speed bump, I would say. That's making it tame.
I mean, it just means the reward is that much greater though.
That's
if you
true.
beat them out,
That's
beat
true.
them out in
They're a new
playoff.
team. Yeah.
We beat them in round robin, making playoffs at a higher seed than them. It builds a higher reputation faster for your org.
Exactly. Oh, if we can see the upsets from, oh my god, it's all coming. We're gonna have to see how it goes. But anyways, more teams to come. Group B, third team. Let's see who is next. Again, another, I believe this name sounds familiar to me, but the logo looks new. Tempest. I want to say I've seen Tempest
think
before,
so.
but let's get a fact check from chat. I'm watching Twitch chat right now. If you guys have been in our league before, do give us a quick shout out.
I mean, it looks like they're new from what scouting has been done on them already. Could be wrong. Could be. Cannot
Could
tell.
be wrong. We could be wrong. We could be right. It's a new org, but they've been around for a bit. Okay, thank you, Flip Trick, for the update there. I see you. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. Thank you so much. But welcome, Tempest, on your first split with us at Victorious Rival Series. And best of luck there in Group B. Let's keep this party rolling, though, Overcomer. Group C next.
Do it. Let's do it. We're almost kind of halfway there.
We're
if you
almost
think
kind of
about it.
halfway. Yeah.
Almost kind of.
3.5. Yeah, no, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, there they are, though! It's Dorado! Dorado Gaming! While we're off having a chat, Dorado Gaming has pulled out of nowhere. They've ganked us IRL, and in perfect fashion, as Dorado Gaming is going to be coming in here, making a splash for, I believe, their second split with us here. Welcome back, Dorado. We're happy to have you returning with us.
They were
moly.
semifinalists last split, so I mean they've got a big name kind of set up on them already, and so sitting kind of in Group C with some of these newer setup or not like high finishing org splits from a previous split kind of shows them as sitting at a higher seed to begin by terms of reputation. But with all the wild cards, you never know what's gonna kind of turn, what upsides might end up happening.
Oh, I love Dorado Gaming. They like to spice it up. They bring that action. They bring the banter. And it's a pleasure to have this group back with us again. So congratulations. on your selection there, Dorado. We are very happy, and best of luck there in Group C. Dorado Gaming. You know what? You guys will see it in banter chat. I love that copy pasta that they have. It's actually it's good. It's good. I'm not going to spoil it. You guys will know it when you see it.
Y'all got to join the banter channel.
Let's get going here. Third team for Group D here is going to be none other than a big name coming back once again. Glaive Esports. These guys have made multiple playoff runs.
Yep.
They have got a strong team, and I got to see if they still have Cerulean and Kaiba on this team. Again, very, very strong players. I see Kaiba once again, absolutely, and that is a huge ADC member for these guys. So I'm very excited to see the return of Glaive.
It does look like they have a very small roster at the moment compared to some of these other teams that are submitted. You know, I see a lot of like 7 or 8 man rosters in these leagues, where they're sitting at exactly 5, and Kaiba being their captain as well. So it's small team, but just because you're small doesn't mean you can't make a big splash in against these teams that have bigger names.
Well, I would say I would look at it more of as a committed 5-man squad who's got some really good synergy, because Glaive has shown up before. They've made some pretty deep playoff runs in the past, and can show the strength. And now that we see again there's still a couple there on the board that are returning teams, some pretty big powerhouses, but to see the fact that a good chunk of them, like Imperial Knights, Moon Crew, Dorado, and Glaive, have been already put into their own groups, already liking the balancing situation that's coming out here. So that'll be nice for balance. But there's a couple more there, overcomers. So let's see.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to have a split where it's like, you have like one super dominant team and a lot of the newer or lesser dominant teams, as far as we are aware, until we see them play, of course. Because no one wants a team where it's like one team just kind of stomps the whole group for the entire season.
Exactly. But we are ready to keep going forward and see our 4th round here. First, going into Group A. This one's going to be, I believe that is Salty Nami. Great team name, one of my favorite champions, and
same as mine, yeah.
Kind of a cool one to picking up here. Salty Nami Carry is the name there, and that will be the team going into Group A. So clearly, we got a Nami main here. So shout out to all the Nami mains out in Twitch chat tonight. Love it. Love it. Like, new team, I believe, coming in as well.
Yeah, it looks, the notes on their team is pedal to the metal type of team. So, I mean,
Wait a minute.
I think they put the work in.
Do I see that? This isn't Hades teams. No, it's a different Hades. It's a different Hades. We will get to the other Hades in a little bit. But there is a Hades on this team, which is kind of funny, because now there are 2 Hades in the VRS League. Anyways, welcome, Salty Nami Carry. Best of luck there in Group A, but we press forward.
Press forward and finalize the first half of these teams.
Yeah, this will be officially first half. This will be the halfway point here, as that's the returning team. The other side of the finals right there, Oasis Esports coming back again, making their return to the VRS, and gonna be making that Group B looking very, very spicy. I just said the name, but this is the Hades team I was looking at. So returning members, Mommy's Guy, Jawop, Sergeant Hades, Louis Vuitton, and Snickers MVP, all coming back once again. This team made as deep as a possible run as you can make up until the finals, but unfortunately it was Imperial Blue Knights that took them down in a best-of-5 series. So it's not like Oasis went down without a fight. That was an action-packed finals, and Oasis are looking to do it once again.
They are in different groups, so there's a very strong possibility, they end up on different sides of the bracket and can make that finals get recreated. That would be interesting. I don't think we've had a split yet where the same two teams are in the finals for 2 splits in a row.
No, we've switched it up quite a few. Well, you know, RTT's been there a couple times, I think, but
I like we'll have like one of the teams like
yeah,
maybe be finalists like 2 or 3 splits in a row, but we won't have both teams as the same finalist like matchup.
well, let's
It'd be
see. This is going to be the most fun split I think we've had because of just the sheer volume of teams we have is insane. But let's keep going. Group C, I see Dorado Zol in chat there saying, who's our next victim? Well, let's see, Dorado and our other members of Group C. Who's going to be next? Are you sure they're the victim, or are you the victim? Returning champs from previous Winter Split 2021. It's Rising Tide Tsunami.
Let the competition begin.
Oh, baby. It's already started. Teams have got to be out here scouting. They're getting ready right now because that is a spicy matchup here for Group C.
Definitely one to look out for. You know, if that matchup when I'm gonna say when, I don't want to say if, because let's just say it's gonna be on stream. Assuming it's on stream, that I think is gonna be like the match you do not want to miss, no matter what you're doing. Drop it and watch that matchup.
I'm looking right now. We've got Aeolios, Ketty, UGP Sloth, who's actually we've seen play before, Wise Word, and I'm the Banana coming back. I'm the Banana, such an amazing support as well too. So yeah. I'm so excited to see this team back again in action. Again, Rising Tide has been a strong organization. They've got their sister team over in VAS, but this is where they've made their mark. This is where they hold a championship title. And let's see if they can do it again here. But that's gonna be a fun Group C to watch.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
little bit of new blood mixing into these Titans in Group C. So. Definitely one way to establish your org. Take down one of these Titans.
The banter already starting in Twitch chat there. Love to see it, fellas. And also, while we're here at this halfway point, just want to thank you all for joining us here for our draw show. 103 viewers. You gotta be kidding me. Absolutely bonkers, but we shall continue the show here. The hype is real. The draws are coming together, and we've got our fourth team for Group D. It's going to be Team Ambition.
Yeah. I kind of like that logo. It's like on a white background like that. It's like makes it more mysterious because you only get the half of the A. So it's like it's very interesting setup. You know, based on the background you see, it makes there like little more or little less of that logo. So the variation you'll see all the time, depending what's behind that immediate section of the logo, makes it very interesting to look at. Very creative.
I do believe Ambition has played with us at least once before, I want to say. But if this is your first time joining us, Ambition, we do welcome you in or welcome you back here. It'll be fun. Oh, Fossil Dino's team. No, this is the second time they've come back. Fossil Dino, welcome back. I remember playing against Fossil Dino in the amateur series back last winter when I was in Blue Milk. So I'm excited to see this player.
Throwback.
Still, yeah, that's a whole year throwback here. But yeah,
viewer jump, holy.
Yeah, TA did play last split, so welcome back, Team Ambition. Happy to have you back here, returning team, and looking to make themselves a playoff run here. But we have 12 teams left. 12 teams left. Wow, that's still a lot of teams.
Yeah, I know. It's like get to the other leagues have 16 or teams in total. No, we got 12, which is almost that entire league is still left to be picked for this one league.
Well, let's keep on getting this show rolling. So looking back up to Group A right now, this is going to be I believe our champs from the New Year's tournament, Limitless Sakura, I want to say. I just want to confirm before I say it wrong. Limitless Sakura. Yes, it is. Okay,
yes,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brain. Don't let me down yet. We still got another whole league to go.
we got a lot of teams to pass to. We can't lose you this early, Curve.
Oh, there we go. I see Noah Tuck in the chat already because I do believe this is one of their team. Maybe? No, it's not. This is all. Hold on. Noah Tuck, are you on this team? Yes, Noah Tuck is on this team, or at least it's the captain for this team. But I'm glad to see you are excited, Noah Tuck. You're the captain. Yes, you are. But it's Not a Jack's main Blossom is coming back as well too. Rakan Girl Boss is going to be on there. Oh, QP. Okay, so a lot of returning players that we've seen before, or if you were there for our New Year's stream too, you would have seen these players coming through and doing an absolute fantastic job. So, Limitless Sakura, happy to have you guys here. I guess putting that free entry to good use here, and they are now officially in Group A. Welcome, welcome.
These pools, they're still really balanced. I mean, you have, I think each pool kind of has two really solid kind of names to look out for, and then you got a lot of new talent to kind of be like that, make their mark, make their first impact here in Victorious.
Did I get them backwards? Dorado did win the tournament. Sorry, guys. It's been 2 weeks. My brain is just absolute jello. I'm so sorry, Dorado. My apologies. Reverse that. Still though, they were finalists. They made it through an entire day of playoffs, so it's still of a tournament. So it's still impressive.
A lot of games in one day.
Still impressive. Still impressive. Either way, good people. We love to have them. Welcome on in, Sakura. Let's spin the wheel again. Let's see who's going into Group B. Right now, it's gonna be P247. P247. Bingo! No. P247, I believe, is P247. P257. P257? P257. I was getting the wrong number.
P257. Yep, P257 pillars.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We will fix it.
I've had it wrong on stream for this entire time. Oh no. It's okay. It's fine. We work quick. We act fast and we adapt very quickly. P257 coming to Group B right now, right here, live on the stream. Welcome, guys, to the league. I believe this is their first time joining us, and very happy to have another new face here. Looking at their team real quick. Yeah, all new players from what I can see. All new players, but welcome on in, guys.
Looks like their players, as a whole, I'm pretty sure they have very scary kind of take over the game type of champ pools. So again, they're going to be another team where scouting becomes heavily involved.
I had it right.
With teams.
I had it right. We made a goof on our sheet. Oops. It's P247. It's P247.
It's okay. Well, it'll be right by the time by game day they'll make sure.
Yeah, by game day. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. we go with the hiccups and we adapt. We adapt, we overcome. And we spin the wheel once again because we want to see who's going into Group C next. It's MG Akimbo.
Are they new? I think I've seen that name before. I can't
Believe they're
remember
new to
where.
us? Believe they're new to us.
I might have seen it in another league somewhere, but yeah. But care for the hook. But I feel like there's a hint at a hook champion support main right there.
Potentially coming in, but welcome on in, MG Akimbo. We're excited to have you guys in. Best of luck there in Group C as you got some big heavy hitters already with you. But back to the wheel, Overcomer. A few more teams to go. The magic wheel of destiny, yes.
We should give it a nickname. That'd be the greatest thing ever. It would just run off of.
You gotta be creative here. I'm out of creative juices right now. All my brain's got time for is to spin this wheel and look at who's next because it is going to be going into Group D here. Stunned Invictus.
Very, very, lots of potential with this team, and they're split. Or in Group D, I think Group D has a lot more of the newer orgs compared to returning orgs. So Group D is going to be that group of unknowns, group of wildcards, group of firsts for most of these teams.
For most, with the exception of Glaive there, because they are some heavy hitters coming on back. But excited to have you, Stunned. Welcome on in, and best of luck on your first split with us here at Victors. All right, 2 more rounds left to go with our big Kahuna League here. So let's see what it is going to be. Going back into Group A here, it's just gonna be narrowly to the moon, baby. We're going to the moon, and I believe this team is to the moon Europa. Coming on.
Just actually thinking, To the Moon has been in for this whole pick and has not made itself through yet. Just like Degenerate Esports has another team that still has not been picked yet. And the odds of that happening.
Yes. Yes, and we will see what happens if we end up going down to the final 2 here. But because then things get a little funky. Where we have to
It's
move
like
it.
flipping flops and.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. But yeah, To the Moon coming on in here to VRS. So welcome on in, guys. Another one of Defoe's teams going to be here. But again, it's familiar faces that we've got. And Grode is going to be in the jungle. Leaky Pickle, ADC. Perky Tricks as support. Holy Spartan and East Pity are also joining in as top and mid lane. But again, those familiar faces in Grodus, our lovely, lovely boy back here again. Love Stu. Shout out to Stu.
Yep. Yeah, no, I definitely like Leaky Pickle. Like there's a lot of big names within the league who's been around for a few splits. So kind of seeing them on a team like this, putting them into such a big group as well, against reigning champions from the last split and that kind of thing. So you got big names for big teams.
Oh, it's really funny though. I saw Dream's comment in there that it's unfortunate To the Moon couldn't be paired up with Moon Crew in Group B. Really unfortunate, but yeah, it's the way she goes sometimes. It's the way of the wheel, bud. And the way of the wheel is coming through right now for our second last team of Group B, Overcomer. It is...
Who's it gonna be?
The Knights. Nope. Tesla Knights Gaming coming on in here. Group
Yes.
B. Just gonna shimmy
So
that
we've
down a
seen-
little bit.
I believe they have two sister teams in. Is it VAS? Yes.
Yep, Yin and Yang are in VAS, but this is Tesla Knights Gaming, just the big bad
Big.
one. Tesla Knights, yeah, that's their full name.
Big Bad Mother.
This is the mothership right here.
Big
but
Bad Mothership that gets to ride to the Moon Crew.
yep. Okay. I see you.
A little bit of a story can develop
We
there,
can- We can make something work. We're maybe stretching a bit, but that's okay. Group C is next, second last. Let's roll this wheel and see who we're about to get here. Love the logo for this team, by the way. It's Team Diversity, or Diversity Esports. My apologies, guys. Diversity Esports coming on in here as our second last team for Group C. So I'm going to get that up on stream for you guys in just 2 seconds. Ba-boom! Congratulations, Diversity Esports.
First time with us, I believe.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
It's looking like apparently they are big Twitch mid player.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So
Okay.
if that says anything about their team, I don't know what else does. A good mid Twitch is pretty scary to deal with, especially once you get to these this mid to mid high elo. These players know what they're doing.
All right.
They very much know what they're doing.
Let's keep this party rolling right now. We've got only 5 more teams left on the board here. Spin this wheel and find out who's second last into Group D. Up at the very top, in the top left corner of our groups, it's going to be Tufts University going on in there.
Another university team. I see. Makes for an interesting little rivalry here.
Yep. Seems those final groups seem to be just a void for the university teams. Just, hey, let's just take them all. Group D.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Well, welcome Tufts University. We are happy to have you guys in our league. Best of luck, and we wish you all the best. But the final 4.
Final 4, and we still have one of those degenerate exiles.
What's with Divine Ascension getting left to the last round? It has been now twice. DA has been here to the very.
They're just rocking the wheel. They just don't want to leave. They like spinning in circles, I guess.
They're holding on as tight as they can. This is Divine Ascension Emerald that is coming, or potentially coming. I don't know. I don't know yet, unless I spin the wheel and it is it. And my prediction is just off the charts. But let's find out. As our oh god, no, I fixed it. And it is. It actually. Opposite reverse caster curse actually works. Divine Ascension is going into Group A. Lovely stuff.
That's such a great group for them, I think, at the end of the day, because, it's bigger name, returning org, I believe, right? So now putting them into, a group with such big names, returning names, defending champions, another to the moon. So it's a very well-rounded Group A so far. It definitely looks like there's going to be a fair good amount of competition, and I don't think any one of these teams is like inherently stronger or weaker than the rest of their team.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Overcomer. We got some nice balance across the board, but let's see where these final 3 end up. We're gonna go through these relatively quick. Again, here's the thing: what happens if we draw this next team and it is not Degenerates? Group C will automatically get Degenerates Exiles there. And then whatever the remaining team will go into Group D, because the final Degen team can only be placed into Group B or Group C here. So we may see the final layout with this spin right now. Let's do it.
Let's see it.
No, we aren't. Okay. It saves us. So Degenerates Esports Exiles is going to be going into Group B there.
So we got the mothership of Tesla Knights, and you've got them matching up with the Degenerate Exiles. This will be not a good. You can develop a good story with these teams. There's a lot more. Got a little bit of returning faces between Group B, but again, that new blood. There's so much potential and so many wild cards within that group as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see it. We've got 2 teams left here for VRS. It's some random club and explosive cask. Let's roll the wheel and see where these guys are going. So into Group C is going to be some random club. That is their name. Joining us here for their first split.
That name's kind of really creative. Just like you think you're like mocking them, like it's like you don't even know their club name,
some
but
random
it's like
club.
just some random club, but it's actually their club name at the same time. So it's like you're both being truthful while also being like kind of mysterious.
But that also means explosive cask. So you see that Gragas stencil there. Automatically goes into Group D. And that being said, VRS LOL is locked in.
Yeah, definitely a huge balance. I think this is definitely, as you said earlier, this is probably the most balanced I think we've ever seen one of our leagues. You got big names in all 4 groups instead of like one group getting all the big names.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's some nice balance through it here. I'm going to be definitely keeping my eyes on Group C for the Dorado RTT face-off. Once those teams do end up going up against each other, that's going to be a big night. Again, lots of variables that we don't know yet with these new teams coming in, but of course, Group A has our reigning champs, the Imperial Blue Knights. Group B has finalists and Moon Crew. Right, they've got Moon Crew, they've got Oasis, so 2 returning teams there. And then all the way down in Group D, Glaive Esports looking to make some stuff happen for themselves. I know they've gone pretty deep in playoffs before too, but to see them make it to a finals, I think they made it all the way to semifinals before, and they were knocked out, I believe it was by Rodham at the time. But
that does sound familiar. I think that would be correct.
Yeah, if I'm remembering. It's a lot to remember, guys. It's been a lot of splits I've been here for. Same with you, Overcomer. You've been here for all of them, too.
I haven't missed a single split as a player, yep.
Nope, we've been here for them all. So.
OG pair right here.
Yeah. But that does round out the VRS LOL right there. So congratulations to all our teams. Welcome back to all our returning friends, players, teams, as well as a big, huge welcome to all our new teams joining us. We wish you guys all the best of luck. But we're back on the desk for the second last time of the night here, as my hair is just progressively doing it. You got a whole wave here. I got RTT logo in my head right now, which is, yeah, you know what? Fine, whatever. We're near the end of the night.
The caster, the reverse caster curse, where it's choosing what team you have to root for simply by editing your hair on its own.
It has edited my hair for me. Oh boy. Well, one final league here, Overcomer. And
So close to finding out where all these teams are playing. It's
Yes.
gonna be really nice to start seeing these games get underway for sure.
before we move on to the final league, though, just a reminder for the VRS Law League, that will be taking place on Thursday night, 7:45 p.m. EST pre-show with the 8 p.m. EST game start. That will be broadcast here on this channel, Victorious GG, at the same time as our VLS League is being broadcasted over on our second channel, Victorious GG2. So again, reminder, for Wednesdays and Thursdays, there are 2 streams going on at the same time. You can choose to watch one, you can choose to watch the other, or you can watch both at the same time if you're feeling real crazy. But there's going to be so much action.
Yeah, don't
God.
want to miss. Yeah, you can't miss it. Like, there's something for everyone every single night of the week. So
This is going to be by far our most competitive league. I would think the VRS League. Well, we're going to get to that point in a second. But I think, you look at the VRS League once more and you just see, again, sheer volume here. 28 teams. This is the biggest this league has ever been. And I'm just looking forward to seeing how all these new teams make an impact, how they fare up against these defending champs, these reigning champs, these former teams who have been with us for a while. It is going to be very, very exciting.
yeah, and I'm kind of interested. I want to watch like the scoreboard movement too. Like what teams are upsetting what teams, like who kind of takes a dominant first place, or is there dominant first place? Or is there like a tight like 1 game difference between these teams as they go through the season. So when you have such a big league, it's like the scoreboards become that much more to pay attention to, because like you miss 1 week and next thing you know, it's like everyone's shifted and everyone's like flipped all over the place, and you lose track of what's happened in the league.
Anywho, we are ready to go. We have saved the best for last, my friends, because this is going to be the VTS, the Victorious Triumph Series. The best of the best players we have in our League of Legends leagues across the board. We are going to see players all the way up to Grandmaster. This is our Friday night league. So again, 7:45 p.m. EST pre-show with 8 p.m. game start. This is the spicy league. This is the big one. If you want to see some prime gaming in League of Legends, some players that could potentially be seen in the amateur or even pro scene one day, this is where to look for. And I'm very excited for this one.
I did a little bit of casting, filling in when people weren't there last split for this league. And like these games were insane. Like, not to say their accuracy was like on point, but like the games felt so slow, and then it's like you'd flip a switch and it's like nonstop fighting, and it's like there's just carnage everywhere. It's like, what do you look at? What do you cast? What do you focus on? Because these players are like so decisive that the smallest impact and the smallest mistake just blows up instantly, and they're great at punishing it all.
Absolutely, and that's the thing you'll see that I've noticed too, because I've done a little casting on VTS nights too, is that you'll see the pings, you'll see the calls come out maybe 2 minutes before they even happen, and then 2 minutes later, after those pings, there's ganks going down,
timing.
There's objectives being taken, there's picks being made. It is incredible to watch some of these players at this level, but we do got to get this show on the road, so let's flip on over and see what teams we're looking at here for VTS. Few returning names, few returning orgs, and of course, do we have our defending champs in the mix here? I don't believe we do. Hold on. Quick fact check. Just checking real quick. Checking some facts.
Thanks.
Checking some things real quick, because we had to move things along very quick.
I see.
We do. Hold on. No. I had a brain fart. We absolutely have defending champs in here. So, so
of course,
taking a peek at this, returning teams that we have. Ergotum Poseidon is going to be returning once again. Very fun team. We've got West Virginia University joining us again. Imperial Knights also are seeding a team into the VTS League here. Imperial Knights Ruby. So they've got themselves a sister team. Omega Gaming stepping up into the VTS League as well too. Going to be fun to see how their roster does here. But the big one, the defending champs that are coming back under a new team, formerly known as Mad City, formerly known as Mad City Mirage, formerly known as Gang 7 Mirage. It's Mint Gaming Mirage now joining the fray here under their new organization, Mint. And this is going to be the team to watch because the Mirage Gang were absolutely cracked, and they have been for many, many splits now.
Yeah, definitely. It's like you think you got them figured out, and then it's like, oh, by the way, we're planning about 5 steps ahead of you.
Oh, it's going to be spicy for sure to see where these guys end up again. I got to keep my eyes on that Mint Gaming for for special regions, because that team is honestly fantastic to cast these team members that we've seen before. You know, Hecate Maskoff, Best Turtle, Steel City Warrior. I'm Rob, also returning as well. I think they have a new support coming in, but it's gonna be fun. This is a great team, a great squad, and I'm excited to see them come back. But any other points to overcome before we get rolling? I've been talking a lot here.
Well, I mean, so as we've done up until now, you know, sister teams haven't been able to be in the same group. However, there is 3 of the sister teams together. There's only 2 groups for the split, which means that there will be a duplicate.
Yes. So thank you for reminding me on the one exception we are going to have. There are 3 Wolfpack teams in this group, are in this league. So it will be a 2-1 split. The way we're going to work it is that essentially once the second team gets drawn, as long as that doesn't get seeded into a group with an existing Wolfpack in it, we're going to put it in the other group. And then wherever the third team ends up, it'll be a 2-1 or a 1-2 split between groups A and B for the Wolfpack. So the one exception for sister teams across the board, but let's get ready. Let's get rolling. Final league of the night. Victorious Triumph Series here. Let's see what they got. First team coming up here for Group A is going to be none other. No way. Oh, it was close. It was real close, but no.
So close.
In fact, it will be Nameless Masters going to be number 1 going into Group A right now. I do believe this is a new team, new players coming in, so welcome all.
Yes, new team. So you know they got to make their impact against these high level, you know, defending champions under multiple orgs. You know, lots of returning orgs. Well, it's about almost a 50-50 split between returning orgs and new orgs. So it's gonna be interesting to see, you know, what they pull out as they go through these games.
Absolutely, absolutely. But first into Group B. Let's see if it's going to be another brand new team or a returning one. Let's see right now. Oh, there they are. It's teased us twice now, but we are going to have the first Wolfpack going through. And I do believe that is, based on my chart, the first one I have is WPR. WPR. Which Wolfpack is that, Overcomer?
That is, let me just pull it up. WPR is, there's a lot of Wolfpacks to look through. That is Caldera. No, that's Rendezvous. That's where it is.
WPR. Wolfpack Rendezvous coming through?
Wolfpack Rendezvous, yep.
WPC. I'm just going to mark the other ones here so we don't forget. WPC and as well as
Rendezvous.
WPT.
Make them howl at the moon. Rendezvous.
Rendezvous. I love it. Even Wolfpack there in the chat. I see you there. Well, welcome on in, Wolfpack. We've got a couple more of your teams still to seed here. Let's see where you guys end up going. I'm excited. I'm very excited. All right. With that being said, Group B is going to first get its first Wolfpack there. WPR. All right. Next up, let's get that wheel back on board once again, as we have our second team going into Group A right now, right here. It's teased us like 3 times already, but Ohio State Esports coming in.
Like, so far, it's just been the team beside, like, right above Mint is just the team that's getting picked so far every single time. Like, why? Just give us Mint and we can move on to the new orgs.
We gotta. It's gonna tease us a little bit. We gotta keep people on the edge of their seats. You know, we gotta tell the real operators. No.
True. No, watch Mint be the one org that doesn't get rolled.
Mm-hmm.
They get slotted into the last slot.
But welcome on in, Ohio State. We are happy to welcome you in for your victorious debut. Best of luck there in Group A. Next up, though,
we got two fresh faces in Group A. So far, it's turned complete wild card for Group A. We have no idea, what's gonna happen or what these teams are gonna kind of look like as their power rankings kind of get dispersed.
So up third, second team going into the into Group B here. Dun 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 dun. It's gonna be none other than Glacial Esports Black. Oh, lovely, lovely, a returning team.
And it's the same roster, I believe, as well. So they haven't made any to their team. So you'll see the exact same players. For those of you who saw them last split, you'll have to see them exact same players, get to know them and love them, and cheer them on as they make their way through this new challenge.
Yep. Just under the name Glacial Esports last split, they've gone ahead and done a logo change as well too. But like you said, Overcomer, the big important part of this team is the fact that this roster has stuck together, and they look pretty good. They did do pretty well into last split. I do believe they made playoffs. I think we're not out in quarterfinals, but still impressive on their first split, and now making their return. Hopefully, looking to make a little bit of a longer run.
This is the time. The brand new starts.
Time is now, but
they got the logo change and everything. It's even better for them.
Right now, the time is to see who is going to be coming into Group A next. Around the wheel it goes, and finally it does land on those reigning champs. Mint Gaming Mirage are going to be slotted in here to Group A. Let's see if they can hold on to that defending title. Let's see how they fare making their way into playoffs and through playoffs. But this is the team to watch here, this split.
That's already giving, Ohio State and Nameless Masters, they're both making their debut, and they've already got to go up the defending champions. So that's going to definitely make a huge impact if they can pull off any upsets and pull off, even if it's just big impact plays, whether or not they win the games, they can grow reputations for themselves, grow that name for themselves as they play through this first split in victorious.
I think Mint as an org has done a fantastic pickup here of players. The fact that they're seeding their first Grandmaster team as well too is going to be very exciting stuff. So congratulations to Mint on making this big step for themselves, and best of luck to these players because again, both you and I have probably interacted with these players during our time casting with them. But honestly, bunch of lovely people and a bunch of really, really good players too.
Yeah, they're on another level. It's just like you watch their gameplay and they're just like, it's hard to point out faults in a lot of cases.
It is. But we'll have to see how many Mint wins we see spammed in the chat throughout the split. Only time will tell. But let's see who's going to be going next into Group B as we spin this wheel. Once again, is going to be the next Wolfpack team. So, how are we going to do this real quick? Either way, this Wolfpack team, I believe, is going to be slotted into Group B. We're just going to put it right into Group B, which means our final Wolfpack will go into Group A. So WPT, Wolfpack...
Talklet?
Talklet. Yeah,
Talklet, yes.
Talklet is going to be going into our Group B alongside our other Wolfpack. And then Auto
Rendezvous, and then the Caldera, Wolfpack Caldera.
Thank you, Overcomer. Yeah, so the Wolfpack is being taken care of right now. So again, with Wolfpack Talklet going into Group B, it means Wolfpack Caldera automatically gets seeded into Group A because 3 sister teams in one group is a lot. But we got them all next to each other like that. So we're at least keeping the pack as close as possible. But one member is going to be split off here. But again, Wolfpack, their first split with us here in Victorious. So welcome on in, guys. We wish your teams all the best of luck. And
it's we gotta. It's gonna be interesting to see, how they fall. Like, I personally want to see, what's the difference in strength between those sister teams that are in the same pool together.
I'm still
'Cause-
sounding out Toklat. Toklat? Is it or top?
Two-clat? It could be two-clat too.
Could be. We're gonna need a pronunciation on that in a bit.
All the Wolfpack teams. Interesting.
Okay. Oh, that's so sick. Thank you, Wolfpack, for that. So, again, if you didn't see that in chat, all teams are named after geographical features in the U.S. national parks to reflect their corresponding charity. That is very, very awesome and wholesome stuff, Wolfpack. Thank you so much for sharing. And best of luck to your teams. I hope they find lots of success. Sure. Words are starting to escape me, guys. It's getting late here in the night, but we're almost there.
Let's see the Wolfpack develop.
Yep. Group B is going to get the next team here because of the slotting of Wolfpack teams. So this will be none other than, I believe, Phantom 5 going in to Group B.
Yeah, it's definitely big name they have to come across. You have Glacial Esports already matching up into them. So you have returning players, you got new players. It's just big riffraff all around.
I'm looking to see if I notice any returning players, but it seems like it's all new players, at least to me. So welcome on in, guys, and best of luck on your debut.
Definitely looks all new players, but we've seen so many names these days.
10 more teams left to go for the night, my guys.
We've got this.
Ooh, spin around it goes. It's a jar of taffy or bacon. No, it's not. I love the logo. It's really cool looking, but it's top shelf, right? You want to put your good stuff on the top shelf, and it's nothing but the best here in VTS. Top Shelf making their debut going into Group A.
Yeah, another debut having to be made against that possibility of making that debut on Mint. So it's definitely something that these so the scouting. I know I focus on a lot of scouting these days, but scouting will be massive against some of these bigger names and these returning orgs, as there's that reputation behind what they can pull out, and when you hear rumors of what players play, then it becomes a little more spicy, especially when you hear people the banter gets started between these teams.
Again, their debut, their first time here, all new players coming into our league, so welcome on in. Best of luck in Group A. And I also just realized it's a small pink keyboard, not a piece of bacon, not a wafer cookie. It is a small pink keyboard in that logo. Very cool, though. I really like that logo. Next, though, Overcomer into Group B. Let's spin this wheel once again and see who's going to be coming up here. It's the Imperial Knights sister team here. Imperial Knights Ruby going on over to Group B. Ooh, this Group B is starting to look a little scary, my friend.
I mean, and it's like, Imperial Knights won VRS, so now can they win VTS? They're sitting on, and they're already against that returning team of Glacial, but they've got a lot of new fresh wildcards to go against. So that's definitely going to be interesting to watch. What they pull out, as they themselves are also kind of making their debut in this league as an org.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck, Imperial Knights, on your VTS debut, but we'll be watching your success closely. Let's get this wheel going. 4 more teams for each group to go, and going into Group A with those reigning champs is going to be none other than, I believe it is, Virtue Gaming Ambition.
Definitely, another big splash that's got made. So it's gonna be. I think this is gonna be fun. It's new blood, it's new org. Like, so far, pretty much, Group A is Mint and new people.
So far.
But I mean, Top Shelf, as we heard from Sliptrick, yes. Slipstream, I was gonna say Slipstream, the support for Top Shelf, actually tried out for the Legends Plat team a year ago. So he at least Slipstream has seen a past version of ourselves.
So Also, I'm hearing from Flip, VGA were the champions for our uncapped tournament. And I do see a couple familiar names, or at least one familiar name in there. Number 2 Ginger, who's also done some casting for us in the past. So welcome back, Number 2 Ginger, and best of luck to your team here on your victorious debut.
Yes, definitely. I mean, that's actually going to be kind of interesting to watch, you know, the winners of Uncapped Tournament versus the defending champions.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Basically, got double champions in Group A right now.
Looking forward to it. Let's spin this wheel again. See who's going into Group B here. That's going to be the Omega squad going in here. Omega Gaming getting slotted into Group B.
They have officially made the cut, as they say. And it looks like Omega Gaming they have players from Ivy, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I noticed a few names come up. You've got Axum, you've got I Am Javi. I believe those were the two that stood out to me. Maybe Nightingale as well too, but previously teams that were on that Ivy squad in past splits here in VTS are now going to be joining the Omega Gaming squad. So I'm very excited to see how these guys do. Axum was, I believe, one of those ridiculous top laners that pulled off, I think, one of the most insane Wukong split pushes I've ever seen. I can't remember if that was them. I have to go back to my notes and check. But Javi is another.
I think you might be right. Sounds familiar.
Javi was a solid jungler that came in last split for Ivy and did extremely well. So I'm very excited to see those two players back again. And of course, Omega making their mark here in VTS. So welcome back, Omega. And best of luck on your VTS debut split.
Yeah, all right. So now we've got 6 teams left. So we're at that little past halfway.
More than half, baby. We're in the home stretch here. This is the home stretch.
So it's gonna be interesting. We still got another degenerate esports team show up. We also have Ergotum Poseidon. Yeah, I think
UGP coming back once again.
So UGP returning team, you know, more degenerate esports, which is I think gonna be nice because that means, you know, every single one of these pre-made leagues that you're watching will have a degenerate, at least one team playing in them. So.
I'm excited to see where UGP ends up because that is a very fun team. But I'll talk more about them once we see. So let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe it comes up now so I can talk about them now. But no, it's going to be a newcomer. I believe this is Team Clover that is coming on in. Or Clover? Is their full name Clover? Clover Esports? Just Clover? It's just Clover.
It's just Clover.
It's just Clover. Welcome, Clover. And best of luck on your victorious debut here. We wish you guys all the best.
It's the double champion pool. Yes, I don't know because like I want to feel bad for the people who have to go up against, you know, the double champions that are sitting in Group A. Those, you know, 2 big Titan names. But again, you know, there's a lot of wild cards because we haven't seen these other teams. So as much as we talk about how these other teams are big Titans and defending champions, there's also could be just equally skilled or even better skilled players on these other teams that because we haven't seen them yet. So.
I mean, that's the big point across, I think, all tonight is there's so many new faces that it's just going to be absolute chaos and happiness and esport and the competition. I'm so excited for it. But let's see who's next into Group B here. It's going to be another new coming team. I do believe, indubitably, Wash U. Wait a minute. Wash U Esports?
Wash U.
Wash? Not Wash
U Varsity. Wash U Varsity.
It's throwing me off because I'm thinking Team Washed here from Valorant, but no. Wash U Esports, Varsity. I would think it's Washington.
It's Wash U Varsity. So probably maybe like I would say maybe a Washington team. Like a university. But definitely going to be interesting to see them.
Yeah, looking forward.
If only it'd be interesting to see if they were in Group A, and then you get, you know, the double, universities, collegiate setup.
True.
But with them being in opposite pools, you know, there's always that hope of, you know, the clash in the playoffs of these university teams.
Exactly. But we wish you guys all the best of luck on your debut split in Group B there. Overcomer, 4 teams left. Let's spin this
Final
wheel.
4.
Oh,
I feel like
there they are, baby.
I feel like every league has had, the returning names showing up in like the final like few.
It's the big names. We're saving some of the big ones for last year, and we did, because it's UGP Ergodum Poseidon that has now come up. One of my favorite teams, and I would say maybe potentially they definitely had some underdog energy coming in last split, sneaking into the playoffs and then doing pretty good for themselves. But it was a couple roster changes we saw from UGP last split that really just took them to that next level. I believe is when they brought Alcalora in as support, made a huge difference there. But Aeolios, Lenmos, UGP Sloth, Skinless Ape, all back again with El Torito, C9 Hanser as subs, and of course Alcalora as support there. But I'm really excited to see UGP back in action again. I really enjoy having them in the league.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely enjoyed casting their games. I think they were actually one of the first teams I casted for this league last split. And it's like it was so coordinated seeing like their gameplay. It's like they were losing and then it's like you blinked and they were winning. It's like they had planned it all along. It's like playing chess with a mastermind.
Exactly. But let's see. Final 3 teams here. Let's spin this wheel once more to see who the second last team going into Group B. It's going to be the final degenerate team tonight. The final degens. Degenerate Spawn.
Definitely an interesting Spawn. Like the other ones, are a little more almost like synergized with each other, I think. And then you have Spawn, which is like just like a menacing sound. Like we are like champion team of this org.
It is intimidating, but full new roster, full new team. The 5th of the degenerate teams I think we've seen here tonight for the League of Legends leagues.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe it has that name for a reason. It is the solo standing one. The other 2 leagues, right, VAS and VRS, have sister teams of degens. But this is the standalone, the lone wolf here, going up against 2 wolves and the other wolves, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But no. Go ahead. Overcome.
No, it's gonna be interesting to see because like I feel Group B so far is a really nice split between returning orgs, whether it's a new team and new roster or not, and then a little bit of mix of that new kind of blood with these wild card, like what to expect, kind of good matchup. And then Group A so far is just returning orgs. You've got new faces trying to make their name in Victorious, but you've got a lot of kind of high finishing teams all in Group A, so the competition will be extremely fierce, and it's gonna be fun watching how these play out and like what happens over these next few weeks.
Well, that being said, Overcomer, it is time for the final 2, the last 2 of the night. So this will decide our last league, our last groups of the night. We have Dragonclaw Mountain and WVU, West Virginia University. Let's see where these last 2 end up, and then we are done. Final teams coming in here. The last team getting slotted into Group A is going to be none other than Dragonclaw Mountain, which means into Group B, West Virginia University, one of our returning teams coming back again, will be slotted there. So firstly, best of luck to Dragonclaw on your victorious debut. But we do see, I think it's a lot of returning members coming back.
Yeah, this is their second split with a lot of returning players, and actually they were only 1 spot out of the playoffs last split.
Oh, they were.
So
yes, they were. It was so close.
They just barely missed it last split. So with all this new teams and more fierce competition, hopefully they're able to make that show off their new strengths as the last few months should have allowed them to grow as a team, and hopefully we can see them make that playoff run and kind of get that higher achievement as a team.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, Overcomer, that does finalize our groups for the night. It finalizes all our leagues. My brain is starting to turn into putty But holy moly, 5 leagues with multiple groups. We get to see so much action coming in the split. Which of these 5 leagues are you most excited for out of them?
It's really hard to say. I mean, there's a little bit of bias for VAS, with society team myself. However, you got an org with 4 pools, massive teams, massive competition, right? So it's gonna be. I think that's where I'm gonna lean towards is VRS, just because there's so much competition, so much unknown. There's gonna be so much like upsets, like week to week. Teams are gonna be going up and down the scoreboards as like you go into week 3, week 4, week 5. Like there's gonna be so many changes and like establishing kind of their foothold within this league.
Absolutely. I'm personally, I'm excited for both Valorant leagues. The fact that this is the first time we have had enough teams for groups in Valorant. So I think that level of competition is only going to increase. We're going to have better teams, better competition, better playoffs coming on up. Of course, I'm a little bit biased for VLS because I'm going to be on production that night. So those teams I'm going to be following. I'm going to be getting to know some of those players as well too. But the big one that stands out for me, because yes, we talk about VAS, we talk about VRS in terms of just size, how much teams are going to be there. I think the league we just drew, the VTS, again, first time we get to see groups in VTS.
That's true as well, yes.
I'm not trying to over exaggerate here when I'm saying some of these players you could potentially see in the pro scene very soon. This is going to be the best of the best players that we've got coming in. So I'm just excited for the quality of games that we're going to be getting. And I'm just so hyped to have that. Of course, every single night coming up, we have put together some amazing production crews. So we hope those of you watching out there enjoy our broadcasts that are going to be starting up next Wednesday at 7:45 p.m. EST for our brand new pre-shows coming in as well too. So lots of stuff coming. Make sure to keep an eye out for all those announcements. Again, pre-made leagues start this Wednesday, right? All our pre-mades start this Wednesday. There will be announcements coming for the draft leagues in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for that because we will be doing a draft show for you if you are a draft player. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that, what we've done in the past. But other than that, master sheets and roles in Discord will start to be updated over the next 24 hours if they haven't already. So just please be patient on that while we get everything set up for the upcoming week. Anything else, Overcomer, that I haven't said or that you want to say before we head out for the night?
I think you have covered most of it. Keep your eye out for. I think that the captain draft, that's going to be interesting to watch. It's helped being a captain for the first, or well, not the first time, but it's been like 2 or 3 splits since I've been one. So kind of coming back into captain roles can be interesting. But yeah, no, definitely. If you had to watch any league, pick a league and just stick with it. I'd say like there's so much competition with these leagues that if you don't have the time to watch every single day of the week, although I do highly recommend it because like. You will love every stream, I can guarantee it. However, like if you had to pick one league, you could even answer this yourself, Curve. What's one league you would dedicate yourself to? If you had to pick one league to watch, follow, and get to know all the teams, like their stats and plays and all.
VLS, because I actually have to cover that.
Yeah, that's fair. I kind of expected that.
I honestly, for that too, and for another reason other than the fact that that's going to be, my job that I'm doing. I think the Valorant esports scene, it's a relatively new scene. It's a relatively new esport. So I think we're just starting to see the foundations for what the professional scene is starting to be, especially with the fact that we've had the VCT tournaments going on over the past year and a bit.
Right, yeah.
But now that we've upped it to Radiant players, I am so excited to see what skill level these guys bring in, what these teams are going to be doing, and really showing us what the next meta of the amateur Valorant scene is kind of going to be, because there's not too many other Valorant leagues out there that I've seen at least, and it's very exciting to be a part of one of them.
But no, it's also, I think it's really nice because we have such a wide variety. You know, you have like really, really high ranks, and then you got like that low kind of average rank. And so these players can, you know, they tune into these higher ranked streams. It's almost like you're watching LCS, but like more on a personal level because they're within your own leagues, like league, Discord, and like kind of org as overhead. And so it's like, hey, I can learn from these players. Hey, I can watch what they're doing, and like they're playing on the same week I'm playing. So you're able to kind of get away with some of the things. But
Well, with that being said, let's take one final look at our groups before we end the stream tonight. For Victorious Rival Series Valorant, we got our 2 groups of 6. You can see there. Moving along to our Thursday night Valorant League, 2 groups of 8 that we've got sorted out. Victorious Legends Series. For our League of Legends League, starting with VAS, our 3 groups of 8 here. Our Thursday night League of Legends League Victorious Rival Series here are 4 groups of 7, the Big Kahuna League. And then, last but not least, VTS, 2 groups of 9. And that is our Friday night league. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching our draw show. I know we hit some crazy numbers earlier tonight. And if you haven't already, make sure to follow us here or at Victorious Esports GG2. I'm going to see if I can shout that out. Victorious GG2. Put that in chat there. Yep, make sure to go check that one over there because that's where we're going to be streaming our Valorant leagues. That's where you get to see my lovely face every Thursday. And until then, my friends, this is going to be a great split. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll see you soon.
make sure to be here.
Oh, it's going to be so good. So good. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Best of luck to all our teams out there as you get started on your first victorious journey. All our first victorious journey, really. This upcoming,
that's true, yep.
upcoming Wednesday. So let's make this a great split. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting all your wonderful faces. And until next stream, we will see you on Wednesday. Take care.